listening to high school football on 96.5 FM KSOM and WesternIowaToday.com. All the hits, all the scores, all the excitement. Now with today's game, here is Chris Varney and John Becker.
And good evening and welcome to Anita, Iowa, where tonight it's a rivalry and it's a big one. And it's renewed as the Cougars of Cam host the Wheelers of Audubon. How you doing, everybody, and welcome to our continuing coverage of the high school football season here on KSOM. He's back.
I'm back.
He's back.
Let's go.
He made it out of Arkansas live.
That's right.
And he came back with a win.
It came back with a win. It was super hot. Oh, my goodness. We were sitting on the east side. But, yeah, it was great. Thanks for covering for me. Missed you guys. But
missed you. Yes, Jack filled in great.
So we're coming back, and the people in the car is like, John, what game do you have? And I pulled it up. I'm like, let's go. This game. And, especially after, Plagman was down there and we were getting an update from the Bedford Cam game. And, we talked about this Cam team when we were here week one. And Coach Kaufman and his staff have done an unbelievable job. We talked about your teams do the biggest improvement from week one to week two, and it probably has been a work in progress. But what they have done, and the more I thought about it, is you don't know truly what you have on a team until week 3 or 4 at any level. And with the younger players that have stepped up for especially the Cam Cougars, I equate it to like the Matrix, right? No, seriously, right? When the Matrix, when Keanu, and all you see, because the game's so fast, you can't, you're reacting. And then you get 2 or 3 games into it. No matter what level, it doesn't matter if you're 8-man. When you're playing junior high or even a JV game week after week last year, and come play at varsity level, especially these two programs, the speed is so much faster. And it takes a while, instead of reacting, going with the flow. And, now, especially with some of, the adjustments they've made, I just think, and the same thing with Audubon, that's what makes their program, both these programs, so good, is that they work in the younger young men, and by week 3 or 4 where we're at, they got everything well-oiled machine.
Well, when it comes to the Matrix and tonight's game, do you take the blue pill or do you take the red pill? Because that's what it's going to be here tonight.
That's awesome. I didn't even think about that. Now we got the blue pill and red pill.
Did I get points for that one?
You do get points for that one.
The blue Cougars, the red Wheelers.
Yeah.
Audubon has been so dynamic, but their schedule, they haven't played anybody. We thought it was going to be Remsen St. Mary's was going to be a test. Turns out they have been decimated.
Right.
As a matter of fact, Remsen St. Mary's had to forfeit tonight's game against Kingsley Pearson because they didn't have enough players. And Audubon simply thrashed them. Audubon was not in the preseason polls. I don't know why. I voted them number 4 in the Radio Iowa poll. I vote not every week. They were not even in the top 10 in any poll. And that was as I talked to Carson Wessel earlier in the week, that was locker room material for Audubon. And yet they decimated Remsen St. Mary's, and last week it was Arweva was thought to be a contender in this district, and they just totally obliterated Arweva. And Audubon has done this without their top offensive player being 100% in Carson Wessel. He seems to be ready to go, and now they almost have an abundance of wealth because they could go with Aiden Kiergaard or Wessel at quarterback. On the other side of the ledger, you're exactly right about Cam. They came out here against Fremont Mills, and it was a little bit deer in the headlights, but they have plugged up the holes. They have righted the sinking ship. They have done what some other teams have not been able to overcome that.
Right.
And last week was a defining victory for them, going down and beating a very good Bedford team and taking advantage of the Bulldogs' injuries to do it. So, and you got incredible players on both sides. You have the tradition of this rivalry and you have the fact that this is not a district title game, but essentially it is, because the winner of this game is going to have the upper hand in the rest of this district.
Yeah, I mean, you're 2 games up. Because
Yes.
you have the tiebreaker, and it makes it a
And
huge
I think
game.
both of these teams are far and away from the other teams in the district.
Absolutely.
And I'm sorry to say that, but for Exira and Griswold, we're going to see them next week.
Yep.
But they're not quite where these two teams are.
No, I mean they're striving to get to this level.
Right.
The thing about football, like you will see all the time, injuries play a huge part. But when these two teams are healthy, these are these are 2 phenomenal programs and teams that, there's no love lost. There's tons of respect. Mutual respect between these 2 programs, but there's no love lost.
But there's a desire to win. If you
Absolutely.
heard Colin Bauer's interview this week, there's a desire to win this football game. There's no doubt about it. Coming up here, we have our Wyoda Steakhouse Coaches Show. We'll hear from Audubon's head coach Sean Bergs and Cam's head coach Nick Compton. Our Wyoda Steakhouse Coaches Show. Bring the family and your friends to a tradition of great eating at the Wyoda Steakhouse. Tonight's game is brought to you in part by Community Insurance, by the Bakery on Broadway, by Emerald Chevrolet, by Griffin CPA, by Global Precision Parts, Heritage Insurance, Nursing On Call, and Morrison Seed. We'll have the coaches interview, Audubon and Cam, coming your way here on KSOM.
Make sure you're getting the best coverage for you at the most competitive rate. Hi, this is Nick Carnes with Brocker Carnes & Carnes. We are an independent insurance agency that offers coverage for your home, auto, life, farm, and everything in between. But mostly we are here to help. As an independent agency, we can shop around for the best rates and coverages from multiple companies. Stop by one of our offices or go to brockercarnes.com for a quote on your insurance. Let Brocker Carnes & Carnes help you get the best coverage at a competitive rate.
Tired of rigid schedules and juggling with your personal life with work?
Department is fully staffed and taking appointments now.
Anita Supply Center is here for you. From the big jobs to the small tasks, we're here to help. Hi, this is Kim with a reminder of our hours, so when you need our help, we're here. Anita Supply Center is open Monday through Fridays, 7 to 5, and Saturdays, 8 until noon. We're here 6 days a week for all your building, landscaping, how-to projects, repairs, and more. We offer free in-home measurements, free estimates, and can help you put your ideas together. Anita Supply Center is open 6 days a week for all your home improvement and building needs.
What's it mean to be in good hands? It means you get an expert agent who's in it for the long haul. We'll get to know you and be there for you as your coverage needs change. I'm Craig Hummel at Hummel Insurance Services, and we work with Allstate Insurance. Let us help you choose the right amount of protection to meet your needs and see for yourself what it means to be in good hands. Call Hummel Insurance Services or stop in anytime.
And Cam, Wheeler's head coach Sean Birch joins us now. And Coach, how do you feel about your football team coming into this matchup against the Cougars?
Yeah, I think we feel, about as good as we could at this point in the year. There's always things, regardless of results on Friday nights, that you're working on. That's just the nature of football and nature of sports, where you're always trying to find that edge and trying to find ways to improve. And we've kind of the emphasis right now has been, we're right at the midpoint in the season, as far as regular season goes. And, we don't want to be seeing the same mistakes in week 4 that we were seeing in week 1. So that's really, a lot of the self thing of, self-scout and the, what are your strengths, what are your weaknesses, what are you doing better, what are you struggling with? And that's kind of been the emphasis of the kids of, we have to make sure we're shoring those things up. So the mistakes that haunted us early in the year, or maybe just your personal weaknesses, hopefully we're making those into, at least net neutrals, if not strengths.
In terms of the Cam game, this football game tonight, obviously maybe you're the toughest opponent that you faced. What do you see from Cam this year as maybe opposed to years past with Kaufman as their coach compared to Bauer?
I don't think you can really tell. I think that's the beauty of hiring an assistant, someone like Coach Kaufman that's been around the program for a long time, who also maintained a lot of the assistants in their current role. The kids change, the numbers change, but the zone defense they rolled out last year and the year before, looks a lot alike what they're doing this year, and their offensive schemes look a lot alike as well. So they're still going to play a really physical, well coached, disciplined group, and they've improved so much from week 1 to week 3. They really started to figure out what that identity is, leaning on Bauer a little bit more, carrying the ball, trying to figure out who's going to go where, just as every team does. But I think they've really started to hit their stride, and they've been battle tested. They played FM, they played Bedford. Those two teams early in the year are a good way to find out what you're made of. And they've really started to figure that out, and they've had to make those adjustments early, and benefit to those guys because they're playing a pretty darn good brand of football right now in all aspects.
How about the battle up front, the physical battle in the trenches this week? How do you think that's going to pan out?
Yeah, it'll be a big tell, because both of us definitely want to run the ball. We both can throw the ball or will throw the ball as needed, but I think we're both would like to run it about 75 to past 25. But if one of us has to start throwing it more than to run it, that's usually where mistakes happen, interceptions, sacks, etc. So I think on both sides of the ball, both of us are going to try to establish the run and see what we can establish. And if one team can really establish it, the other has a tough time, you're probably in for a long night. And we know that. They're going to snap it to Bauer, and they're going to try to pin pull and do some different things. Then they'll spread it out and chuck it up to Bauer, and then you start keying too much on him. And the Winthrop kid's capable of being really explosive. The Kaufman kid at quarterback's done a much better job of making decisions and distributing it. They've got multiple guys that can do that. So the Bauer kid's going to get your attention, but you can't overkey on that.
Right. When I talked to Carson Wessel earlier this week, I mentioned to him, I was like, your team was not ranked anywhere in the preseason polls, and suddenly that signs appeared in your locker room, and maybe it gave your guys some motivation, a little chip on their shoulder. It's like, hey, what about us? And you've gone out and proven to everybody that you're a good football team. It's amazing how motivation sometimes can happen. How do you feel like these guys have just motivated themselves?
Yeah, most years we come into the year with a pretty big target on our back, and we know that. We embrace that. We talk about it openly. We kind of assumed in the offseason that based on the guys we were returning and some of the new faces we had coming up, that we'd have a pretty good squad within our own team, and we knew that. The rankings are tough. There's not enough people going around looking at summer camps and looking what JV teams looked like last year. That's just such an imperfect science, between bound and huddle and whatever. There's only so much out there. So we had some fun with it for sure. Cade from IA Sports came out one day to watch practice and get some stuff, and we were giving him heck because his group didn't have us on their top 16 or whatever it was. And more than anything, it's just kind of a fun talking point. But if you can help motivate the kids, it is what it is. But now we're at the point in the year where rankings aren't going to matter. You're 3-0. You have a district title game, Cam. That's what matters. Right now, the winner Friday night's going to control their destiny to win the district and host district playoff game, at least the first round, and maybe further from there. So there's plenty on the line there, and the ranking stuff will all follow from there on.
Well, it's always going to be a fun game when these two teams get together, and we're excited to have it. Coach, really appreciate your time, and best of luck here tonight against Cam. Thanks so much.
You bet. Appreciate it.
Sean Burks, head coach for Audubon football, joining us here on our Wyoda Steakhouse Coaches Show on KSOM.
What's your favorite thing?
Touchdown Beer and Griddle in Atlantic is your ultimate destination for great food, cold drinks, and an unbeatable atmosphere. Whether you're craving juicy burgers, mouth-watering tacos, or a crisp beer to wash it down, we got you covered. Enjoy a wide range of appetizers, wraps, sandwiches, and indulgent desserts, perfect for sharing with family and friends. With a fun and friendly vibe, it's a perfect spot to catch the game, hang out, make lasting memories, from the first bite to the last sip. Touchdown Beer and Grill delivers the ultimate hangout experience. Come for the food, stay for the fun.
It's our Wyoda Steakhouse Coaches Show as we get ready for this football game between Audubon and Cam. And joining us now is the head football coach for the Cam Cougars, Nick Kaufman. And Coach, a great victory last week. Go down to Bedford, an undefeated Bulldogs team on their own field, and beat them in a shootout.
Like you said, big win for us. gained a lot of confidence. We upped our level of play a lot. Our defense actually picked it up a little bit later in the game, and so I think we're starting to get some pieces and parts in the right places and ready for a big game this week.
Yeah, no doubt. What do you like most about what the defense did last week, and where do you feel like you've come along the most there?
Well, we had Bedford had a really good running attack coming at us, and so we had to shore some things up, but I really felt good about the way we played, especially in the fourth quarter. They were really spot on, but they were physical the entire game and had good pursuit. So, we filled the gaps a little bit better later in the game, but at the beginning we had some issues with that.
What does a win like this mean going on the road to Bedford, going into the Audubon game?
It's huge for our confidence. We came out of there injury free, so that was huge as well. We've had 3 tough games, so I think we're in really good shape physically. Mentally, I think we're in the best shape we've ever been by far. I think they really believe now that they can hang with anybody if they just keep plugging away. So I'm really looking forward to Friday, see what we can do against a good team.
Well, you've played some good teams, and you're probably the best team that they have played. But when you look at Audubon, what impresses you the most about them?
Well, you've got the Kiergaard and the Wessels and the Casper Bauer carrying the ball, and they're certainly impressive. But I think where it really is, what's really going on is up front. They're just loaded with kids with size and speed and all the kind of things that you can't coach. So it's going to be a big challenge for us.
How do you just see that matchup on the line of scrimmage? Because you got some athletes there yourself.
Right. Well, when you watch it on film, it's always hard to gauge that. So I guess we'll find out Friday night.
I guess so. In terms of, what type of game are you expecting from this? In Audubon, it could be a high-scoring game. It could be a defensive tussle. What are you expecting?
Well, I'm a defensive guy, so I'm always hoping for a defensive tussle. But I don't know. I think you're going to see some big plays on both sides, and I think you're going to see some points, and it's going to be an exciting game to watch. I think you've got 2 defenses that are capable of stuffing the run, so I think it's going to force both teams to open it up a little bit as well. So, it doesn't get any better than that.
Yeah, and just what does this rivalry mean to you now, looking at it as a head coach? You've been an assistant, and this has been always a game. Like when you get your schedule, people will circle Audubon and vice versa as well.
Well, I graduated from Audubon, so it means a little bit more even for me, but I've lived down here longer than I lived in Audubon, so I guess the blue is ingrained in my soul now, but it's certainly a huge game. Everybody down here is excited about it, and I'm sure everybody up there is excited about it as well.
Well, Coach, it should be a great game, and we're excited to bring it here, and looking forward to it here tonight, and really appreciate your time here on our Wayota Steakhouse Coaches Show, and best of luck. Thanks so much.
Thank you, Chris.
Nick Hoffman, head coach for CAM football, joined us here on our Wayota Steakhouse Coaches Show here on KSOM.
Stein delivers more new genetics faster. Our focus on delivering higher yielding genetics faster than the competition is why we have released more new Enlist E3 lines in the past 5 years than any other seed company. For elite genetics paired with simple, flexible, and effective weed control, Plant Stein Enlist E3 soybeans.
Got a leak? A clog? Or maybe it's time for a brand new bathroom. Furnace or AC needs some attention? Or are you interested in floor heating? Call Fikes Plumbing and Services. Your trusted local experts in so many areas is now serving the Greenfield and Atlantic areas. From quick fixes to major renovations, Fikes Plumbing and Services has you covered with fast, friendly, and reliable service. With 30 years of service, Fikes licensed professionals tackle every job with care, ensuring your home stays comfortable and safe. Don't wait. Call Fikes Plumbing and Services today for your HVAC, plumbing, sewer, and septic needs.
When your home or business has been affected by water, fire, smoke, or mold, and you don't know what to do next, we do. From one room to multiple levels, we can do it all while working with you and your insurance company. Service Master by Rice is your local experts for residential and commercial restoration, offering emergency services 24/7, 365. To set up services, call 712-243-5373 with phones answered 24/7. Service Master by Rice serves all of Western Iowa.
Need expert excavation work done right? Call Harrison Hoyt Excavation, your local pros in site prep, grading, and land work. From homes to driveways, landscaping to construction, we handle it all with safety, precision, and modern equipment. Storm damage? We're ready for emergency excavation when you need us most. Based right here in Atlantic, Iowa, we proudly serve our community and surrounding counties, on time and on budget. Call Harrison Hoyt Excavation today at 712-249-5137 or email harrison@hchexcavation.com for your free estimate.
Where will you be in 2, 5, or even 10 years? Do you dream of a more fulfilling career with greater earning potential? Let Iowa Western.
Number 6.
Back here in Anita, Chris and John, Jack McKee running our video here tonight, powered by Nishtanet, technically awesome. We are on YouTube. You know, they're going to rotate guys to keep them fresh. Larson starts at 1D end. Isaac Sorensen in the middle, 6'1", 280 senior. Hudson Hucker at the other DN spot, a sophomore, 6'2", 190. Carter Obermeyer and Austin Christensen, the linebackers. Obermeyer Jr., 5'9", 165. Christensen, we already told you. Aiden Kiergaard and Nowatzki, the corners, and Casper Bauer is the safety. And now the starting lineups for the Cam Cougars. They are 2-1. Accident. He was doing some of the things that he loves to do.
Exactly. Together as brothers and sisters to show our support for this amazing young man. In the concession stand loaded behind the home side bleachers, you can find the same stickers that every player on both sides of the ball will be proudly wearing in support of Drew and his quick recovery. We are asking everyone to check out these symbols of hope and recovery and give as you see fit. All proceeds will go directly to the family. And now, please join me in showing Drew your support by cheering and screaming his name as loud as you can for Cam Cougar Zone number 56. Make him hear your support. On the count of 3, I want you all to cheer as loud as you can. 1, 2, 3.
Wow, what a way to honor Drew Barber.
Thank you very much for your support.
What a great way to honor a great kid, and certainly Cam will be playing with a heavy heart here tonight. And yeah, I'm a little choked up. So in terms of the football game, Brenton Hoover was going to start at tight end. He'll move to the guard spot where he actually started the year. I mean, Nick Coppin made the adjustment with Barber going in there at the guard spot a couple of weeks ago, and he liked it. And he said it worked for him.
And actually,
and it was because of McKee's injury.
We saw him a little bit in the second half, even in week 1.
Yeah.
And that, that's one of the things that we talked about here at the beginning of the evening is a kid like Drew, stepping it up and doing the things that he needs to do, and just such a great kid too. I mean, what's really neat, and I'll echo what they said, even though they're rivals, everybody, when it comes to stuff like this, they're all praying for him. They're all hoping for a quick recovery, and that's what makes Iowa and just football so special is, I always say, when you're lined up against somebody across from you, for those 5-6 seconds, let's be real, they don't care for each other, but everybody is still on the same page and just wants what's best for both teams, both communities.
So Carson McKee is back at tight end, 6 foot 140 junior. Hoover goes to guard, 6'2", 180 junior. Caden Will, the center, 6'2", 190 senior. William Rouse, the other guard, 5'8", 215 junior. On the defensive side up front, Will and Colin Bauer are the defensive end tackles. William Rouse will be the nose guard. Kason Calhoun, Brenton Hoover, Seth Williams are the linebackers. Williams, a freshman, 5'9", 180. Carson McKee will start at defensive back, and Caden Winter is the safety. And there you have it, the starting lineups here on our Wyoda Steakhouse Coaches Shows. We get ready for football here tonight. There is chances of rain, but later on tonight, there was originally scheduled, they were going to say rain about 9, and they backed it off to 10, and they backed it off to 1, and they pushed it up to 11, so they don't know. But
they never know.
No, they never do. So anyway, it's looks like it's going to be after the festivities are over. Right now, it's beautiful. A little bit of wind, but not much at all. The flag on the scoreboard to our right is not moving whatsoever. And we have about 70 degrees here at game time. And we're ready for football here tonight on KSOM, Audubon Atlantic, 96.5 FM, KSOM. Chris Varney, John Becker, and Jack McKee with you here in Anita as we get ready for tonight's game between Audubon and Cam. And it looks like Cam will be kicking off to Audubon. I didn't even see who won the toss, but it doesn't matter. Audubon will get the ball first. And Kason Calhoun will kick it from right to left. End over end kick. And it's going to go out of bounds on the far side. So the kick goes out of bounds, and a good job by Casper Bauer to let it go. And the Wheelers will have it in very good field position to start off the game. I believe it goes to their own 30.
Well, no, they're going to make them re-kick it.
Oh, they're going to make it re-kick it? That's the first time I've seen that.
Rouse's kick went out.
Wow. So they're going to actually, I said Calhoun, William Rouse is actually the kicker. Back deep is Nowatzki and Casper. Okay, here we go. Part 2. You ready to go?
Absolutely.
Let's get it on.
Let's go.
End over end kick. It takes a hop of the 15. Casper Bauer from the 12. And he runs into Calhoun, but he can't bring him down. Breaking it is Casper Bauer. He gets across the 30 to about the 34-yard line.
Yeah, Casper Bauer just, he let the ball bounce, which is a no-no. I mean, always catch the ball. We talk about that all the time. But breaks through 2 or 3 tackles, setting the tone for the Wheelers offense.
So we're going to have to keep an eye on who is at quarterback all throughout the game. Is it Wessel? Is it Kiergaard? Looks like it's Wessel to start it off. Left to right, first down attempt of the 34. And up the middle, Wessel, big hold. Oh, it's Kiergaard. And he gets spun around at the 50-yard line and dropped there. It's Kiergaard. See, the problem is that Kiergaard is 5, Wessel is 9.
Well, you can tell by the black lap, with Wessel. But still, Burks wasn't lying.
Gain of 7.
Kiergaard did start, but I think Wessel will be the quarterback probably the rest of the night.
And Wessel is out on the field right now. A gain of 7 by Kiergaard, and he has to go to the bench. Second down and 3 in Cam territory, the 39-yard line. Casper Bauer in motion to the far side. Wessel drops it, and it's Cam who falls on top of it. It's recovered by the Cougars.
Caden Will.
Caden Will comes up with the ball on the second play of the game, a fumble from the Wheelers. Wessel he took his eyes off the ball. Caden Will with the recovery, and Cam has the first big play of the game.
Sudden change.
And they started the Audubon 37-yard line.
I always like to go for the home run right after a sudden change.
So Coppin is all the way to the pylon, and he is in. Touchdown. No flags this time. 38 yards for Aiden Kiergaard.
Great run by Kiergaard. Great blocking at the initial line of scrimmage. Kassenbauer just decleated somebody 25 yards down the field. I mean, when your running back is making blocks 25 yards down the field, that's when you know you have everybody bought all in.
They'll go for two. Neither team really has a field goal kicker. Kiergaard will run it, and he goes off the left side, and he is in for the two-point conversion. 8:24 to go in the first quarter. Audubon draws first blood. They lead 8-0. Back after this here on KSOM.
Cougars 0.
To speak to a representative, press.
What's your favorite thing to eat at the Wyoda Steakhouse? I love the certified Angus steaks and burgers. Wait, I'd like to change my answer to the pork tenderloin. No, the fried chicken. Okay, it's the all-you-can-eat fish on Friday night. But then there's that macaroni and cheese. Okay, the final answer is the mac and cheese. Sorry, Grandma, it's the best. So bring the family and bring your friends to a tradition of great eating at the Wyoda Steakhouse. Open 5 to 10 Tuesday through Saturday. Or give them a carryout call at 712-783-9232.
When it comes to your investments, I know you have a choice. Hi, I'm Mark Smith, a certified financial planner and registered investment advisor with Principal Financial Group. Today, I want to say thank you, Southwest Iowa. Thank you for allowing me the opportunity to serve the community for 39 years. Over the years, you've given me the opportunity to get to know you and your family. Thank you for your trust, your confidence, and most of all, your relationship. If I can help you with your financial plan, please give me a call at 712-243-2466. Mark Smith, Principal Financial in Atlantic.
Winter breaks free of the tackle on the far side of the 30 at midfield to the 40 and brought down in a Wheeler territory down to the 37-yard line. What a return by Caden Winter. It looked like he was going to get stopped inside the 10 on a kick from Orn Voigt of Audubon that just died inside the 10, but a great return by Winter.
Great return by Winter and just great vision, too. You know, seeing that everybody kind of went all the way to the right-hand side of the field and saw that seam, and just great acceleration to give the Cougars a great starting field position.
About a 35-yard return by Caden Winter. First down and 10, and again, Cam starts in Audubon territory. And Coppin is in the shotgun.
Bauer's at quarterback.
Bauer in the Wildcat, and we got a false start called against the Cougars. So they put Bauer in as, well, quarterback, but yeah, you know he's pretty much going to run. I can't imagine he's going to pass, and now it's going to be first down and 15. Tonight's game is brought to you in part by Brocker Carnes & Carnes, trusted insurance since 1894, by Cass Health, neighbors caring for neighbors. Anita Supply Center, your home enhancement store. We're here to help.
Instead of Wildcat with Bauer back there, I think that's like a big cat. That's a big cat back there. It's not
the big cat.
The big cat.
You notice there's a lot more cars here than there were the week
Oh,
one?
my goodness. Audubon and Cam, great job coming out to support your team.
First down and 15. Bauer in the Wildcat. Looks to run near side. Has to go up the middle. A flag is thrown all the way from the official in the backfield.
That's never good for offense if you have the umpire thrown them.
It's not yellow, though. It's pink. Were they changing the colors of the flags? Bauer only got a yard or two. I don't know what this they've changed the colors of the flags.
That's why we didn't see the first one.
It's a holding call against Cam. And they're going to move him back. All the way, the foul was probably right at close to the line of scrimmage. And they're going to move him back to their own 28-yard line. So Cam going in the opposite direction now. And they got a ways to go. First down and 24 for the Cougars. Right to left on your radio dial. On the C-Pro scoreboard, they trail at 8-0. In the shotgun is Coppin. Back to pass. Here comes the pressure. Throw on the far side. Winter with a catch. Trying to break the tackle. He can't. Casper Bauer. A great open field tackle there. But they get some yardage to Winter. And it's a gain of 4.
Yeah, Casper Bauer, that's a really good open field tackle. We already saw what Winter can do, you know, as far as shedding tacklers and using the sideline for your teammate.
Second down and 20 for Cam at their own 32-yard line. Coppin again in the shotgun. Back to pass. Here comes the pressure. Coppin scrambles. He can't get away from Austin Christensen, who brings him down near the 20-yard line.
Yeah, just really good job by the up three linemen. Linebacker blitz there. And I don't know if it's a blitz. You know, Burks and Audubon, you know, the Cam does a lot of zone. Audubon is playing man. So when they go in motion, that's why you're seeing the linebackers follow the running backs. My guess is that whatever side Kaufman goes to, that linebacker then is man-to-man with Kaufman. And so if he is going out there, that linebacker is told, you go to the line of scrimmage.
Third down and a long, way long to go. And direct snap, and it goes off to Kaufman, and he tries to run up the middle, and not much there. For Kaufman, he might have gotten 4 yards from their 21 to the 25. And it's fourth down and a mile. So it's punting time for the Cougars at their own 25-yard line. So Aiden Winter is on. Nowatzki back deep, standing on his own 27-yard line. Winter back at his own 10. 8-0. Audubon on the C-Pro scoreboard. The ball floats out there. Winter gets it away. The ball dies. And actually, Nowatzki wasn't a one. It was Kiergaard who made the catch at his own 33-yard line.
So anybody can make the fair
at the 33-yard line.
fair ball catch or sign.
Yeah.
And then
it's a 23-yard punt and no return.
They got about to the first down.
They didn't. Close.
Close.
Not quite. Audubon starts at their own 33-yard line. And on the give, up the middle, nothing there for Wessel. He dives to the near side. It's Kiergaard again, and Kiergaard dives to the 35. He got a couple of yards. There was nothing there in the middle.
Hoover did a really good job from the linebacker position with that zone defense. Same thing for those linebackers. As the linebackers, especially with Audubon, as much as the quarterback runs, you're just following him. You key that guard, see if he goes, but it goes right back to the quarterback.
Second down and 7 for Audubon. Kiergaard, oh, the bad snap, it's all the way back, and Kiergaard has to dive on it at the 21-yard line. A loss of 15.
Nice snap.
Yeah, that.
Man, I mean, we've seen every game, John, we've seen bad snaps. You missed it last week in the Riverside HSTW game. You never know where the ball was going. The ball was, we saw snaps that were poorly made all game long.
Every team needs a Mr. Pickles. Every team needs a center.
Try center.
Yeah.
All right, it's third down and a mile for Audubon at their own 21-yard line. Back to pass. Kiergaard, he's going deep to the far side. Oh, he had a man, Casper Bauer, and it's overthrown, incomplete. He had a little separation on Seth Williams, but it was overthrown by Kiergaard. Casper Bauer tried a miraculous one-handed catch, but incomplete.
I agree, Chris, but if Kassenbauer, instead of leaps, just keeps running under that ball, there's enough lift that I think it was more attainable to catch if he just kept running. Big stop for the Cougars, though.
This is the first punt of the year for Audubon. Their first punt. Austin Christensen, and it's a monster punt. To the near side, it's hopped at the 21-yard line. It'll go all the way inside the 10, down to the 4.
What's our biggest pet peeve?
Catch the punt.
Catch the punt.
Winter lets it roll.
Sheesh, that is a monster punt. What is it? 9, 19, 29, 39, 49, 55-yard punt. A 55-yard punt by Christensen. It's their first punt of the year.
I'm guessing he now has the best average in the state.
8-0 Audubon on the C-Pro scoreboard. 4:32 to go in the first quarter. Tonight's game brought to you by Hummel Insurance Service, the difference with Hummel. And Cam's got to find a way to get their offense going. Bauer is in the Wildcat. First down and 10 for Cam at their own 4. Bauer, he's going to run. Nothing up the middle. Cuts it to the far side. You go east-west, it's not working. You want to go north-south, and Bauer is brought down at the line of scrimmage for no gain.
Yeah, Bauer did everything possible just to get back to the line of scrimmage. Goes to the left and sees something because the flow is going with the heavy side of the field, and just great job by the whole defense for the Wheelers.
Well, you just cannot stop guys like Sorensen and Hocker and Larson, and they also got Brody Weber stacked to the line as well. Bauer up the middle, and he's wrapped up at the 3 and brought down there. He forward progress might have gotten him back to the line of scrimmage, but it was Weber who got him, along with Christensen as well. And no gain again for Colin Bauer.
But we do have a yellow flag out there. The line judge.
Yeah. That's a yellow flag. The referee had a pink flag.
Yeah.
And the other guys have yellow flags. I'm not. Maybe he forgot his yellow flag. It's a penalty called against Cam, and it's declined. It would have just been a 2-yard penalty. So Audubon will take the down, and it's 3rd down and 10. 8-0 Audubon on the C-Pro scoreboard. Clock moving. 3:36 to go in the first quarter. 3rd and long for the Cougars at their own 4-yard line. Right to left on your radio dial. Kaufman back in at quarterback. Winter in motion to the near side. Coppin out of his own end zone. Throws it, it's picked off, and it's a touchdown for Aiden Kiergaard. Aiden Kiergaard read it perfectly, and Coppin threw it right to him, and he goes an easy march into the end zone for the touchdown.
Just miscommunication there. So between Kaufman and Bauer, it's called an option route, and you either have a comeback or you fake the comeback and then go long. And Bauer thought he could beat him going long, and Kaufman was trying to get yards. Pick 6.
And it is started not exactly the way that Cam wanted to in this ball game. And Audubon will go for 2 on the far hash mark. Kiergaard will run to the far side, and he goes untouched into the end zone. 3:20 to go in the opening quarter on the C-Pro scoreboard. It's Cam trailing Audubon 16-0. Back after this here on KSOM.
Get help in 2025.
From start to finish, let Aiken Design Center help you with your kitchen or bathroom ideas. For new designs or remodels, Aiken Design Center will work with you or your contractor to make your dream a reality. If you're not sure what you want, stop into our showroom so our custom designers can help you find what will suit your needs as well as your budget. The Aiken Design Center staff is committed to quality design while meeting your needs. Stop into Aiken today to find out how we can help.
Summertime is savings time at Emerald Chevrolet in Audubon, formerly Christensen Motors. Come see our largest new Chevrolet inventory in years, with interest rates as low as 0% and rebates up to $4,250. Nearly 100 pre-owned vehicles available starting at just $6,488. Easy credit approval for all credit types, from excellent to first-time buyers. Visit emeraldchevrolet.com to view our inventory or swing by for a test drive. Emerald Chevrolet in Audubon. No bull here, just great deals and friendly faces.
KSOM.
And that kickoff is going out of the end zone by Orm Voigt. Or it's not Voigt, it's Voigt.
God bless you.
Yeah, well, that's how, it's very difficult to raise. He's a foreign exchange student, and he's also on the homecoming court. I just interviewed him last.
That's awesome.
He was on the homecoming court was a couple weeks last week.
No, yeah,
it was last week.
Last week.
Yeah, and he is from Switzerland, I think.
At the 20-yard line.
He had a good kick there, so Cam has not gotten anything going offensively. They'll start at their own 20. I thought they started the 15. I think the officials are realizing that.
Yeah,
I think on touchbacks you started the 15. And in 8-man football. Yeah. But in 11-man football, you see?
Brooks was having none of that.
Yeah.
He was like, wait a second.
Yeah. He's like, come on, guys.
Yeah, I know
this isn't 11-man football.
Well, and there's
even I knew that.
Such thing as home field advantage, but that's taking it to the next level.
All right. So from their own 15-yard line, and a give to Winter, and he's got nowhere to go. He was shifting back and forth in the backfield, and he couldn't find a hole. And it was plugged up by Weber and Christensen, among others. And
Weber.
It's a loss of 1. Actually, I don't know how he lost only 1 on that carry.
Yeah, Weber's there and stopped him in his tracks. Winther did a great job of eluding him, but then you have 3 more wheelers right there. I mean, the flow that they have, they rip through. They're hitting the holes. They're going to have to do some gashing here.
Second down and 11 for Cam. Back to pass is Coppin. He's trying to get away from the rush, and he just squirmed away from one, but then he's brought down by another. Sorensen almost had him, but then it was Christensen and company. I think Weber also in there, and it's a loss all the way back to their 9-yard line.
Yeah, Sorensen from the nose guard position. I don't know if they said that Kaufman's knee was down, but just a great job. Once again, we're talking about the swim move. So he puts one arm on it, swims over, and he's a big, big man.
He is. And he can run.
He can. Great moves.
Third down and 16 for Cam at their own 9. Coppin. Back to pass, and nowhere for him to go. The ball is fumbled.
Yeah, that's going to be a safety.
Well, they're going to say it's an incomplete pass.
Incomplete
a flag
pass.
is down. Coppin, I guess,
grounding.
as he was being sacked, just kind of threw it away. It's going to be intentional grounding, I think. Was he in the end zone? I don't think so. I think it was around the 2.
Flag on the play.
Unless they're going to call it on Audubon. Or they're going to wave off the flag. They're waving the pink flag.
There is no flag on the play.
So I guess there was a receiver in the vicinity. But Coppin, again, had no time to throw the ball. If he wanted to throw it deep, there was no chance for him. And now Aiden Winther is on to punt it. Man, we're just not getting any Vetter equipment first downs at all. Winther with his left leg. Short but high. Fair catch by Kiergaard at the Cam 30-yard line. It's a 21-yard punt and no return. And 1:47 to go in the opening quarter on the C-Pro scoreboard. All Audubon 16-0. By your side to maximize yields from the word go. Your Pioneer Pros, John Becker, Mark Ventiker, Gary Dinkla, and Nick Knudsen. Well, this is just not starting out well for the Cougars. And Audubon, even though they fumbled it on their first possession of the game, they've taken over the field position game. They've taken over the turnover game. They've taken over the game from the Cam 30-yard line. And we're going to have a man in motion.
Yeah, somebody flinched. Lyman flinched.
Christensen was going in motion, but we had a flincher.
Yep.
A flincher.
Flag on the play.
And it's first down and 15. I don't know if Carson Wessel's going to win his job back the way Aiden Kiergaard is playing.
First and 15.
What a luxury. Having those two young
they're
men.
up 16-0, and Carson Wessel's had 1 carry.
For what? Well,
15 it was knocked off.
Yeah.
Because of a penalty. Sweep on the near side. Kiergaard with a keeper, and he just shifts his way around the numbers and dives inside the 25 to the 23-yard line. It's a gain at 12.
There's a flag on the play.
There is a flag down. So hold everything.
I think that's what.
Kiergaard with a gain at 12.
Well, Audubon listened to you, too, because they held also.
Okay. So Audubon decides to do a little holding, and that'll set them back. Tonight's game is brought to you in part by Morrison Seed, Nursing On Call, Heritage Insurance, Global Precision Parts, Griffin CPA, Emerald Chevrolet, Bakery on Broadway, Community Insurance. Ever eaten at the bakery on Broadway?
I have not.
Well, they got paninis, man.
Ooh.
First down and long, about 17 near midfield. And on the keeper, Kiergaard, big hole, big running on the near side, twisted around inside the 20 to about, inside the 15 to about the 12-yard line. He was just not touched for the first 20-some yards.
Kiergaard on the keep.
Unbelievable. I mean, just the blocking was just incredible.
Gets tackled by number 2, Winther.
And let's see, they're going to spot him.
Wow,
There's a flag down
another hold
at the 20-yard line.
There's a lot of hankies being thrown.
Wow. Another holding downfield on Audubon. They already had a 67-yard touchdown wiped out, and they ended up getting a 38-yard touchdown run by Kiergaard. And now a long run by Kiergaard gets wiped out and moved back to the 30-yard line. It is going to be a net gain of 7 for Kiergaard.
And now we're back to 1st and 10 after 3 plays.
Through all that. We should have just started there.
Yep.
First down at 10 for the Wheelers at the Camp 30-yard line with under a minute to go in the opening quarter. 16-0 to the C-Pro scoreboard. Wessel in a quarterback. Big hole up the middle. He gets going, and he's gone. Touchdown. They couldn't get a tackle on him, and this time no flags. It's a 30-yard touchdown run by Carson Wessel.
Unbelievable run by Wetzel, but I got to give credit where credit is due. 62 for the Wheelers. Larson is 25.
Oh, excuse me, that is Sullivan McLean. A backup offensive guard.
Okay, he was in there for that play and was downfield 25 yards making a block on the safety for the final block to make sure Wetzel got in the end zone.
Wessel will go for 2. He runs into his own guy, backs him up. He got another head of steam going, and no signal.
Wessel's 2-point attempt is no good.
It's no good.
Oh.
47 seconds left of the first quarter. On the C-Pro score, 22-0 Audubon. Back after this here on KSOM.
Touchdown Beer and Griddle.
At Griffin CPA, we're excited to offer you personalized accounting and tax services tailored just for you. This is Brady Griffin. Whether you're an individual or a business, we're here to make your financial life easier. We are currently accepting new clients and would love to show you the difference at Griffin CPA. Contact us today for your free consultation. Call us at 712-563-2040, Griffin CPA in Audubon, where your financial success is our top priority.
This is Courtney.
And this is Liz at Heritage Insurance in Audubon. We want to help save you money.
Got your attention now?
As independent insurance agents, let Heritage Insurance help you save money on all types of insurance. This is Stuart. Whether it's home, auto, farm, business, life, health, or any other type that you may be looking for, your Heritage Insurance agents are here for you. Stop by the office in Audubon to talk to me, Courtney, or Liz today.
Heritage Insurance, helping you save money on insurance.
22-0 Audubon with the lead on the C-Pro scoreboard. And they will kick it deep again to Cam.
Oh, he's a lefty, too. Left
Voigt
kicker.
takes a hop at the 10, and Winter let it go out of bounds at the 3. So it should be Cam gets it at the 30-yard line, I believe, is where it should go. But they could decline like Audubon did on the opening kickoff. That didn't work out for him.
Oh, they're taking it.
They're going to make him re-kick it, I think. Yeah, they're going to make them re-kick it. I'd take it at the 30.
After, I mean,
I know you got Bauer and Winter as great weapons, but I don't know. I think they're going to take it at the 30.
They're going to take it.
Or is it at 25?
25.
I was wrong. 25. Well, you're not going to return it to the house every time. I mean, Bauer did against Fremont Mills.
Yep.
But that was their only points of that game. And right now the Cougars are in a 22-0 hole with 47 seconds to go in the first quarter. And the Cougars don't have many veteran equipment first downs, if any. And under center is Coppin. And he hands it off. Winter, and he is gang tackled, smothered, nowhere to go. Tried a little sweep off tackle, and they were generous on the spot. He got 1.
You know, we saw the Wheelers twice last year, Chris. This defense is
twice. Well, at least twice until the playoffs.
This defense is so fast to the ball. They're so fast swarming to the ball.
They're better. I think they're better than they were last year.
Oh yeah.
Play action for Coppin, back to pass, and he's hit as he throws. He had to get rid of that ball in a hurry, and it's incomplete because Weber and Sorensen were again in the backfield.
How would you like to be Kaufman and seeing Sorensen trying to gobble you up?
Audubon is completely dominating the line of scrimmage right now. completely.
3rd and 9 for the
Tonight's game is brought to you in part by Touchdown Beer and Grill. Great vibes, drinks, flavor, and unforgettable moments where every night is a win. By Stein Seed. Stein is Yield. Contact Trey Bricks, your local Stein rep. 3rd down and 9 for Cam at their own 26-yard line. Audubon on the C-Pro scoreboard leads 22-0. Coppin back to pass. He's scrambling, getting away. He's going deep. Down the middle of the field. It's intercepted. Casper Bauer picks it off right in front of Winther. He was going down almost like a post down the middle of the field, and it was underthrown, and Casper Bauer reached up and fell over backwards with the pick.
That's just great athletic ability and great reaction, because you're right, Chris. Winther had him beat by a couple steps. Honestly, I thought Kaufman was just going to go run and get the first down, but he saw that, and with that, once again, you're going to your left. It's really hard to throw a deep ball when you're going against your body.
That's the end of the first quarter. Your C-Pro scored 22-0 Audubon. Back after this on KSOM.
Stein delivers more new genetics faster. Our focus on delivering higher yielding genetics faster than the competition is why we have released more new Enlist E3 lines in the past 5 years than any other seed company. For elite genetics paired with simple, flexible, and effective weed control, plant Stein Enlist E3 soybeans. Stein has yield. 45 years of yield. Learn more at steinseed.com.
It's harvest time in Southwest Iowa, and Vetter Equipment, your local Case IH dealer in Audubon, wishes you a safe and prosperous season. Please be careful on the roads and in the fields, and if breakdowns happen, we've got your back. Our top quality service technicians and genuine Case IH parts, plus remanufactured options, will get you up and running again in no time. Stay safe out there from all of us at Vetter Equipment in Audubon.
High school football on KSOM.
All right, so we go to the second quarter here on KSOM. Chris and John and Jack. The crew. A big interception by Casper Bauer. Second turnover of the game on Cam. First out of 10 for Ottawa at their own 23. Kiergaard up the middle. Bounces it to the near side. Gets away from a guy at the 30, at midfield 40. And driven out of bounds by Winther into Cam territory at about the 37-yard line. But that's a Vetter Equipment first down. Actually, mark it right at midfield, a gain of 17.
Yeah, I mean, Audubon there, I mean, you think, okay, they're going to run. But when you bring trips or twins out to that side and you play zone defense, that's when your linebacker has to come out, and that's where the hole was.
First down and 10 for the Wheelers, right at midfield of the 50-yard line. Start of the second quarter, the C-Pro score, they lead 22-0. Wessel now, and he breaks a tackle, and he dives for it inside Cam territory. It's a gain of 3 for Wessel. What's going on with Audubon? They only got 3 yards on that play.
Yeah, I mean,
that's their worst game. Well, I guess there was that bad snap. The 15-yard, actually, that's only a gain of 2.
Yeah, that's their shortest rush of the night without a fumble that took place. Really good job there by Bauer and that strong side defense there, where because Audubon had them outnumbered, and they just did a really good job of getting through.
Second down and 8. Wessel still in at quarterback, right to left for the Wheelers. Wessel will keep it to the far side, and he dives to the marker, and he's going to be close to a first down.
They're signaling first down.
And it's a Vetter Equipment first down for Audubon. They mark him inside the 30 of the 29-yard line. It's a gain of 9.
So Wetzel's in there, gets the first down, and all right, we'll bring our other quarterback in.
First and 10 for the Wheelers at the 29-yard line.
It's just no other team has 2 quarterbacks as good as Kiergaard and Wessel. First out of 10, inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. Kiergaard back in at quarterback. He dropped the snap, but whistles everywhere. This will be a penalty on Audubon. Right now, Cam is not stopping Audubon. The only time Audubon is stopping is when they stop themselves.
I can't.
Offsides on Audubon.
You know, if I guarantee you at half, Burks is not going to be happy about the miscues.
Oh, coaches are never happy.
Well, the holding, it's an effort penalty, right? I mean, you're especially the ones down the field. But when when they're before the snap, that's
lining up
inexcusable.
offsides.
Yep.
His first down and 15. Back at 34 of Can. Give it to Casper Bauer. Near side, breaks it, arm tackle. Still going. Casper Bauer inside of 15. He falls awkwardly down to about the 11-yard line, maybe the 12. But another Vetter Equipment first down for the first time. They're in the Hoist Distributing red zone.
Lane Meyer there. Shout out to that big dude. Once again, blocking a free safety 20 yards down the field for an offensive lineman.
Gain of 23 for Mason Kasperbauer. In the Hoist Distributing red zone, your Precision Planting and Channel C dealer in Audubon. Give Chad a call today, 712-304-0487. First down and 10 at the 11. And give it to Kasperbauer again. He cuts it back inside, and he traps his way into the end zone for the touchdown. And Audubon is just beating Cam on all facets of the game right now. Kasperbauer has 3 carries for a monster amount of yards.
Just great vision there. I mean, once again, helmet on helmet, out there in space. All you ask for a running back is get engaged with your guy. I'll make the cut. And Kasperbauer did a phenomenal job of setting up the block and then cutting it up for the touchdown.
3 carries for 49 yards for Mason Kasperbauer and a touchdown. They'll go for 2. Kiergaard goes up the middle, looking for a push. Second effort. No, he's denied.
Short.
10:25 to go in the second quarter on the C-Pro scoreboard. Audubon leads 28-0. Back after this here on KSOM.
Challenge. It's not something you shy from. It's a chance to up your game. Every day brings a new challenge. But with the enhanced Channel Seed brand on your side, you can rise to it. With our top-performing seed, innovative digital tools, and expanded agronomic support, you can turn tomorrow's challenges into your next advantage. Your enhanced Channel Seed brand. Let's rise to the challenge. Learn more at channel.com/rise. Read and follow pesticide label directions, IRM, grain marketing, and other stewardship practices.
Call McCade Morrison Seed, your Channel Seed dealer in Messina. 712-590-0074.
Remembering whether it's a home or away game, getting the right kid to the right playing field on the right day. Why are simple things sometimes so complicated? Thankfully, with auto owners, insurance doesn't have to be one of them. We work with independent agents who keep insurance simple so you can worry about more important things. Like not being that fan.
Oh, come on, ref.
That's simple human sense.
Call Community Insurance in Audubon today at 712-563-4422 or stop by at 422 Tracy Street in Audubon.
High school football on KSOM.
All right, C-Pro score 28-0. Audubon with the lead. Iowa and Rutgers playing tonight. They're tied 14-14 early late in the first quarter. And Voigt's kick is caught by Bowers at the 5. Going to the far side, cut it back on the numbers, dives across the 20-yard line to about the 23. And Cam has to get something going. Audubon, it is completely one-sided here tonight. Tonight's game brought to you by Principal Financial Group with Agent Mark Smith. By Fikes Plumbing and Services, HVAC Plumbing, Sewer, and Septic, now serving the Greenfield and Atlantic areas. Well, Cam has tried the running game and it hasn't worked, so Nick Compton's going to have to dig deep. I know he's a defensive guy, but his coaching staff's going to have to dig deep in their playbook. First down and 10. Compton will hand it off. Winter looking on the near side off a right side, and that's Cohen McCann in the game who gets the carry, and he maybe got a yard.
Yeah, that's the thing with, so McCann is looking for a hole, and you have to trust the lineman. So you're hesitating a little bit, and a lot of that is just Audubon is so quick to get beyond the line of scrimmage. So you're like, where? Even though the hole's supposed to be right here, where is the hole going to be?
A lot of juking, a lot of jiving, but that only, it's all about speed. You need to hit the hole. There's a pitch going far side, and McCann tripped up immediately, and that's a loss of a few yards on that one. Who hit him that time? Was that Weber?
Brody Weber.
Weber.
Like 5 of the 8 guys.
Yeah. Well, he was one of a few, and they are just blowing through that offensive line as if they're not even there. And McCann loses 3 yards.
The front 3, their whole defense is very, very impressive. the front three on this defense is what really makes just the chaos.
3rd down and 12 from their own 22-yard line. Coppin in the shotgun, back to pass, and he is being sacked again, all the way back at the 10-yard line. And it's Weber leading the charge.
Tackled in the backfield.
And Christensen, too, I think. No, it wasn't Christensen. That was also Larson, Hayden Larson.
Yeah, they had Bauer on a stop and go there. And with the pressure that Audubon has, I love the play call, but you got to get rid of the ball quicker. I don't know if you can, since it's man-to-man, can you run a quick slant or do something to try to get Bauer involved? But Audubon is just completely dominating the line of scrimmage.
Winter from his own end zone. It's a short, high kick. Fair catch called for by Casper Bauer at the 32-yard line. It's only a 21-yard punt, no return, and Audubon has another short field.
Small thing, but great coaching. So Casper Bauer is not the guy that's back there to get that punt, but he has the football IQ to call for the fair catch and catch it, so you catch the punt and you don't lose another 5 to 15 yards.
Yeah, well, they're identifying where the punts are. Kiergaard at quarterback, and a little forward lateral, and it's Christensen, but Cam not fooled on that one, and he is brought down for maybe a gain of a yard, if that. He didn't even get a full yard. He got like 3/4 of a yard.
Yeah. Great job.
Technically a gain of 1.
Tackled by Bauer and Calhoun.
2nd down and 9 for Audubon. 28-0 Wheelers on the C-Pro scored. 7:45 to go in the 2nd quarter. They get in the end zone and they get a conversion, and it's a running clock. Kiergaard, and it's a race. We got a flag down. Kiergaard will go all the way to the end zone for a touchdown, but we got a flag thrown in the middle of the field, or in the middle of the zone, the middle of that side of the field is what I wanted to say. Right around the 20, where was it, the 25, 30-yard line, somewhere in there.
Yeah, right at the 30.
So this might be coming back. We might have a hold downfield again. This will be the 3rd hold on Audubon downfield, and this will also be the 2nd touchdown that is taken off the board. But again, another explosive play. Even though they didn't score, a message was still sent. It is holding on Audubon, and they'll mark him off back to midfield at the 40-yard line. So it's a net loss on the play. So net loss of about, about 5, 6 yards, 7 yards. 10 yards, I guess. And it's 2nd down and 17 right from midfield. Got a flag down and a handoff, and they're going to stop the play. They gave it to Obermeyer, but it's another flag on Audubon, and they'll go backwards again. Today's game is brought to you by Service Master by Rice. Services all of Western Iowa. 712-243-5373. That's the only really mistakes by Audubon here is the penalties. This is the 2nd time they've lined off sides.
Yeah, and like I said, that's the type of penalty. The holding, these refs are calling a lot of holds. And holding is an effort. You're going downfield. You're trying to get that block and everything, but the offsides are not going to go over well.
2nd down and 22. Kiergaard throws a screen on the far side. It's caught by Obermeyer. Obermeyer scoots down the sideline and gets back close to the original line of scrimmage. Or was that Casper Bauer?
Casper Bauer. Yep.
He's so small you can't see him. And he gets 12 yards. And it's going to be 3rd down and 10.
You mentioned it, Chris, earlier on. Casper, he does have football speed. He catches it and just goes straight upfield. The vision, too, instead of coming back against the grain where everybody's at, just get the yards. Now you have 3rd and manageable. Get half of it back.
We got 12 of it, so it's 3rd down and 10 at the 33. And we got more flags. Goodness. Somebody lined up offsides again, I think. They don't announce the numbers on the penalties, but now it's going to be 3rd down and 15. Tonight's game is brought to you in part by Harrison Hoyg Excavation, your local experts in excavation and land work. 712-249-5137. Another 5-yard penalty on Audubon. It'll be 3rd down and 15. 6:39, clock is stopped here in the second quarter. And right now, it is a one-sided affair. Audubon on the C-Pro score leads 28-0.
With about 28 penalties called so far.
With about 28 penalties called so far.
Yep.
Well, it's at least 6. Because they've had 3 holdings downfield. They've lined off sides 3 times. 3rd down and 15. And a little delay handoff near side. Casper Bauer, he's just using his blocks, and he just keeps motoring downfield, and he's got a veteran equipment first down. He never really went to full speed there. He just got block after block after block, and he picks up a big gainer.
That's what makes really good running backs is you don't have to go full speed. You want to get to the hole full speed. Then you just let everything else open up, and he did it. If he runs full speed, he does not get the first down because he's waiting for his linemen and everybody else to make the blocks. He gets more than what's needed for the first down.
Well, he got 3 yards more than was needed. He needed 15, he got 18. And a veteran equipment first down at the 20-yard line. Give to Casper Bauer again. Finds a seam. Cuts it back of the numbers. Looking for the end zone, and he finds it. Touchdown. Mason Casper Bauer. A 20-yard touchdown run. Are you kidding me? He now has 5 carries for 87 yards and 2 touchdowns.
That's pretty good. Once again,
you're speechless.
Well, because as a running back, all I ever said was, I don't need you to put somebody on the ground. I just need you show me which way you're going to take them. They do both. These linemen do both for Audubon. They don't only get engaged, they put them on the ground.
The blocks are just so incredible. And Wessel will take it on the 2-point conversion, and he is in, and we are at running clock, folks. 5:53 to go in the second quarter, and it's 36-0 Audubon. Back in a minute here on KSOM.
Attention healthcare professionals. Are you tired of rigid schedules and juggling with your personal life with work? Work when you want at Nursing On Call. At Nursing On Call, Inc., you can decide when you work to achieve the work-life balance you've always dreamed of. We are a trusted temp staffing agency and are currently hiring CNAs starting at $24 per hour, LPNs starting at $40 per hour, and RNs starting at $50 per hour. Visit nursingoncall.com to learn more. Or call 712-563-3771.
Global Precision Parts in Audubon is now hiring machine operators, CNC setup operators, maintenance and quality technicians. Not only do they offer in-house training and competitive wages, but they also offer flexible work schedule, paid vacation after 90 days, 401k discretionary match up to 40%, 4-day work weeks, and a climate-controlled work environment. Call Global Precision Parts today at 712-563-2598 or go to gpp-inc.com to apply. Global Precision Parts is an equal opportunity employer.
All right, so Orm Voigt will kick it off again, and it's fielded by Winter at about the 5, looking for room, and he finds a big pileup at the 20. I'm just stunned. This Audubon, I knew Audubon was good, but wow. This is an exceptional 8-man football team. I bet you they could beat some 11-man teams just playing with their 8.
As well as their...
I can think of a few.
No.
I'm not going to name them.
No, we will not. We might lose some sponsorships, but yeah.
That's how good they're playing.
Because they go to the next level every time as far as blocking and getting through the holes.
And they give it to McCann, and he is just wrapped up on the far side of the football field and brought down for just a small gain.
I see
Austin Christensen was not fooled. The rest of the defense, I think, was. And it was just one-on-one out there, and Christensen wrapped him up for a gain of 1.
Well, you're thinking, okay, they're always flowing the ball. They're flowing the ball really hard. So what you do basically a mini reverse. You have the heavy side of the going to the right, and then he goes to the left. But because they're so disciplined, the person that has to make the play is always there.
2nd down and 9. Coppin being chased. He rolls to the near side. He looks to throw underneath, and it's batted down, incomplete. That was intended for McKee, and it's going to be 3rd down and long.
McKee actually had a good job there of finding that hole, even though it's man-to-man, kind of finding the hole. But once again, active there, getting their hands up. This team's impressive.
They are. We knew they were good. This is, again, we made the statement that this is the toughest opponent they faced. And wow, here's a bad snap. Coppin one-hands it, and he's brought all the way down on the 4-yard line by Hayden Larson, I believe that was.
Yeah.
Number 60. Hayden Larson.
Wow. I mean, he outran the skill guys, and that's a defensive lineman. And he just beat everybody to the ball, and there was nowhere for Coppin to go.
And he has a wingspan about 7'6".
My goodness gracious. I can't even say what a loss that was. Winter, a very short kick, high kick, but a fair catch called by Nowatzki at the KM 32-yard line. So it's a 24-yard punt and no return.
It'll be a 1st and 10 from the 32-yard
This is
line.
just impressive. There's just no ifs, ands, or buts about it. Awesome juggernaut of Audubon right now, and what they are doing against a very good CAM team. 1st down and 10, and they give it to Casper Bauer. Hesitation move, slashes. He's still moving the legs. He dives inside the 15, down to the 14-yard line. And that's an 18-yard gain.
It's tackled by number 32.
And another Vetter Equipment 1st down. And he's over 100 yards already on 6 carries. Mason Casper Bauer in the Hoist Distributing red zone.
And how many got called back? How many long runs have been called back on
Well,
holds?
Yeah, it wasn't on Casper Bauer. I don't think it was like Kiergaard and Wessel. In the Hoist Distributing red zone, 1st down and 10 of the 14-yard line. And the handoff coming near side to Casper Bauer. Casper Bauer trying to get outside.
Man,
he left a guy in the dust, and he's in the end zone for the touchdown.
Casper Bauer is in for another.
His 3rd touchdown of the night.
Okay, the last touchdown was all on patience. This touchdown was all on a juke and speed. I mean, he has the whole package, folks.
I mean, Kiergaard has looked unstoppable. And again, Carson Wessel isn't even getting a chance to play that much. And Casper Bauer, wow. I mean, Sean Burks, he's only got one. They need about 5 footballs.
You know, when we had him on the coaches show, how many Sundays ago, when he talked about the team, he kind of had that twinkle in his eye.
Yeah, a little bit.
I
think he knew.
Yeah, he knew. And it's real.
Yeah. This is a team that can go all the way, folks. I mean,
if they stay healthy.
If they stay healthy, which was a problem for them last year.
Yep.
They have to take a timeout. 1:54 to go in the 2nd quarter. 2-point conversion upcoming, 42-0. Audubon with the lead. Back after this on KSOM.
Global Precision Parts in Audubon is now hiring machine operators, CNC setup operators, maintenance and quality technicians. Not only do they offer in-house training and competitive wages, but they also offer flexible work schedule, paid vacation after 90 days, 401k discretionary match up to 40%, 4-day work weeks, and a climate-controlled work environment. Call Global Precision Parts today at 712-563-2598 or go to gpp-inc.com to apply. Global Precision Parts is an equal opportunity employer.
for the two-point conversion by Hawker. 1:54 to go in the second quarter. Audubon in command on the C-Pro scoreboard, 44-0. Back after this on KSOM.
Get more out of every acre with Hoist Distributing. We have precision planting for perfect rows, the best seed for strong starts, and premium fertilizer to fuel your yields. Fight pests and weeds with top quality chemicals. Everything you need to boost production and profits. From planting to harvest, Hoist Distributing is your partner in the field. Better tools, bigger harvests. Call Hoist Distributing in Audubon at 712-563-3030.
Make sure you're getting the best coverage for you at the most competitive rate. Hi, this is Nick Carnes with Brocker Carnes & Carnes. We are an independent insurance agency that offers coverage for your home, auto, life, farm, and everything in between. But mostly we are here to help. As an independent agency, we can shop around for the best rates and coverages from multiple companies. Stop by one of our offices or go to brockercarnes.com for a quote on your insurance. Let Brocker Carnes & Carnes help you get the best coverage at a competitive rate.
Voigt kicks it out of the end zone for the touchback, or Voigt. And Campbell start at their own 15-yard line, in unless the officials decide they're going to put it back at the 20. Like they tried earlier. 1:51 to go, and I was not expecting this. I was expecting Audubon to come in here and be the favorite, but in this rivalry game, they have dismantled Cam, and they lead it 44-0 on the C-Pro scoreboard. Coppin under center, he fumbles the snap. I think he fell back on top of it. But, man, I mean, I think that's caused by the pressure by Audubon.
Oh,
John,
absolutely.
I mean, he knows it's coming. If he's going back to pass, he's going to have to, he's running for his life back there. He has no time to step up and throw it.
You know, we talked earlier about how the game is slowed down for
not tonight.
Not tonight, because this is a whole new level.
Oh, yeah.
As far as just discipline and speed.
Second down and 12, and they give it to Winter. I think there was a lot of bodies there in front of me.
You can't see anybody because
because Audubon blew right off.
Yeah.
It was McCann who got the carry, and McCann only got a yard. I mean, Audubon is completely winning the battle on the line of scrimmage. The defensive front, Weber has played spectacular tonight. Sorensen has been unstoppable. Larson has made some big plays.
The front three is just amazing.
And then the linebackers can just play off of that.
Absolutely. They never get touched because the three guys are occupying 5.
20 seconds left. This could be the last play of the first half. And Aiken Building Center halftime coming up. Third down and 11. Nowhere to go for McCann.
Oh, the ball came out. Oh, they said it was dead.
It was on the ground. And McCann got back to the line of scrimmage, and that's going to be the end of the first half. All Audubon on the C-Pro score. They lead it 44-0. The Aiken Building Center halftime starts after this here on KSOM.
Cooler weather is among us, and that means now is the time.
Make sure you're getting the best coverage for you at the most competitive rate. Hi, this is Nick Carnes with Brocker Carnes & Carnes. We are an independent insurance agency that offers coverage for your home, auto, life, farm, and everything in between. But mostly we are here to help. As an independent agency, we can shop around for the best rates and coverages from multiple companies. Stop by one of our offices or go to brockercarnes.com for a quote on your insurance. Let Brocker Carnes & Carnes help you get the best coverage at a competitive rate.
Anita Supply Center is here for you. From the big jobs to the small tasks, we're here to help. Hi, this is Kim with a reminder of our hours, so when you need our help, we're here. Anita Supply Center is open Monday through Fridays, 7 to 5, and Saturdays, 8 until noon. We're here 6 days a week for all your building, landscaping, how-to projects, repairs, and more. We offer free in-home measurements, free estimates, and can help you put your ideas together. Anita Supply Center is open 6 days a week for all your home improvement and building needs.
What's it mean to be in good hands? It means you get an expert agent who's in it for the long haul. We'll get to know you and be there for you as your coverage needs change. I'm Craig Hummel at Hummel Insurance Services, and we work with Allstate Insurance. Let us help you choose the right amount of protection to meet your needs and see for yourself what it means to be in good hands. Call Hummel Insurance Services or stop in anytime.
gpp-inc.com to apply. Global Precision Parts is an equal opportunity employer.
It's halftime here between Cam and Audubon on KSOM. It's time now for our Aiken Building Center halftime. Aiken Building Center, we're the do-it-yourself pros in Atlantic, Corning, Clarinda, and Creston. Coming up a little bit later on, we'll have first half stats and scores from around the area on our Aiken Building Center halftime. But up first, earlier this week, I had a chance to talk with both Colin Bauer of Cam and Carson Wessel of Audubon. And I asked Wessel about his injury and how healthy he is coming into tonight's ball game.
Yeah, I'm like pretty well back. I had a shoulder injury in week 0 scrimmage, and then kind of wanted to take it easy the first couple weeks and just see where I was. And they knew they didn't want to. I didn't really want to get hurt it again and have to sit out even longer. So we just tried to keep the throwing motion to a minimum, and I feel like we didn't really have to throw at all the last 3 weeks, and Aiden does a really good job with throwing routes and knowing his reads and all that stuff.
So how is that working in the backfield between you and Aiden, and then Mason, Casper Bauer, and Paxton, I think, might get some playing time as well. How's all that work?
We all have different running styles and different speeds, and we all like to do things a little differently. And Mason goes really well with me and Aiden. Aiden likes to run to the edge and just beat you with his speed, and he's got track speed. He's really fast, and Mason's also really fast, and he's not afraid to run anybody over. He likes to get downhill pretty quick, and I'm more of I just like lean forward and fall forward, get a couple more yards from when the contact is, and I think we contemplate contribute to our scheme pretty well, all three of us.
Is it mostly you at quarterback or Aiden at quarterback, or do you flip-flop that, or?
Yeah, it's about every 3-4 plays we rotate just to keep us fresh, and since we pretty well run the quarterback pretty often and running back.
So it seems like maybe you're flipping roles a little bit. Last year was you and Olsen, and now you it seems like that you've kind of taken over Olsen's role and Aiden's kind of taken over your role. Is that fair to say?
Yeah. Yep.
Okay. The shoe is always on the other foot. Not only that, but you also had a big pick six, return to pick for about 20 yards for a touchdown. What has been your defense? I'm sure that Coach Burks has limited your defensive play to keep you healthy. Are you going to see more time, you think, on the defensive side?
Yeah, he's trying to keep me healthy. He's also rotating people in and trying to limit those injuries on other people. And I feel like our linebackers are one of the best, really. And our defense has been doing really good with, I'm not sure how many picks we have. And our D-line puts a lot of pressure on the quarterback when they're throwing. And it's really a lot of people, don't really understand what, their reads are and how they, think through stuff and process stuff really fast. And those front five really help us on the defensive side.
Can you go through those guys up there, front five, that play for you?
Yeah, Isaac Sorensen, really big body up front. He covers the hole pretty well, and he gets side to side pretty quick. And then Hayden and Brody Weber at the end they're quick, they're good. They set the edge and allow our linebackers to fill, and so that really puts a damper on other teams running and makes them one-dimensional and make them have to throw the ball.
Awesome. It's just been amazing, the start of the season for your football team and the numbers that you put up. How hungry was this team to begin the year?
We were pretty hungry. After last year, we ended losing to Remsen. Everybody was pretty upset with themselves, and we returned a lot, and we had a lot of depth depth last year, and people played a lot, so we were pretty hungry, and we knew we could do something special this year, and I still think we can. And Austin and Carter especially, even like really hungry, as they sustained injuries late last season. Austin was out after the Glidden game, and Carter, I think, hurt his other knee in the East Mills game maybe. So they just wanted to get back out there.
That's senior Carson Wessel for Audubon. Meanwhile, on the other side, senior Colin Power for Cam to help the Cougars with a big win on the road last week over Bedford, and it was an emotional victory, he says.
I mean, it's awesome. We, on the road, defeating a ranked team, you know, for us, that's a great thing. We're got a couple young guys. They fit the bill really well. All I can really think is the line for pushing through the whole game. No complaints with that at all.
Yeah. Well, you had a huge game, 12 carries, 202 yards rushing, 5 touchdowns, 3 catches, 58 yards, and a touchdown, 6.5 tackles, 3 tackles for a loss, recovered 2 fumbles. My question to you is, did you drive the bus down there? Because if you did that, then you have officially done everything on Friday.
Yeah, I did ride the bus down there.
Well, drive the bus is
drive? No.
But what does it feel for you to come away with another big game like that?
I mean, it's great, but like as I said, it's not just me that's doing all the work. You know, I can't get 5 rushing touchdowns without great blocks, great motors off the line. I can't get a touchdown off the receiving without Zach. He's doing great, and it's really just a team effort that just goes to show that we're putting in the work.
Yeah, modest as always with you, but your role has changed a little bit in the offense. I mean, last year mostly as a receiver, you didn't do much as a running back. Now in game 1, I saw you against Fremont Mills again. Most of the time as a receiver. Now the last couple of games, you're getting more carries in the backfield. How has that been for you in terms of your role? Looks like it's changing just a little bit.
Role-wise, I mean, I'll do whatever it takes for us to get a win. Receiving it's great, but at the end of the day, if you can give me the ball, I'm gonna try to do as much as I can with it. So.
Yeah, and I mean, has it changed your approach any as more of a running back than a receiver? Is it something you like better, or does it matter? I mean, how do you see that?
I would say that it doesn't change much of the approach for me, and I like being a receiver, but running the ball. If I have the ball in my hands, I'm happy. Whether that's receiving or running. But I think getting a good catch is always, I'd say it's a lot better than getting a big run.
That's Colin Bauer plus Carson Wessel from Cam and Audubon. The complete interviews with both players are on our website at westerniowatoday.com. We are in our Aiken Building Center halftime between Cam and Audubon, and we'll have first half stats and scores all coming up after this here on KSOM.
Touchdown Beer and Griddle in Atlantic is your ultimate destination for great food, cold drinks, and an unbeatable atmosphere. Whether you're craving juicy burgers, mouth-watering tacos, or a crisp beer to wash it down, we got you covered. Enjoy a wide range of appetizers, wraps, sandwiches, and indulgent desserts, perfect for sharing with family and friends. With a fun and friendly vibe, it's a perfect spot to catch the game, hang out, make lasting memories, from the first bite to the last sip. Touchdown Beer and Grill delivers the ultimate hangout experience. Come for the food, stay for the fun.
Stein delivers more new genetics faster. Our focus on delivering higher yielding genetics faster than the competition is why we have released more new Enlist E3 lines in the past 5 years than any other seed company. For elite genetics paired with simple, flexible, and effective weed control, plant Stein Enlist E3 soybeans. Stein has yield. 45 years of yield. Learn more at steinseed.com.
Got a leak? A clog? Or maybe it's time for a brand new bathroom. Furnace or AC needs some attention? Or are you interested in floor heating? Call Fikes Plumbing and Services. Your trusted local experts in so many areas is now serving the Greenfield and Atlantic areas. From quick fixes to major renovations, Fikes Plumbing and Services has you covered with fast, friendly, and reliable service. With 30 years of service, Fikes licensed professionals tackle every job with care, ensuring your home stays comfortable and safe. Don't wait. Call Fikes Plumbing and Services today for your HVAC, plumbing, sewer, and septic needs.
When your home or business has been affected by water, fire, smoke, or mold, and you don't know what to do next, we do. From one room to multiple levels, we can do it all while working with you and your insurance company. Service Master by Rice is your local experts for residential and commercial restoration, offering emergency services 24/7, 365. To set up services, call 712-243-5373 with phones answered 24/7. Service Master by Rice serves all of Western Iowa.
All right, it's halftime here in Cam. 44-0. Audubon with the lead over the Cougars. I haven't even added all the stats. I haven't had a chance to. I got a bunch of scores. But Mason Kasperbauer, John, he is. Every time he's touched the ball, it's been explosive. He's got 7 carries for 119 yards and 3 touchdowns. He has runs of 15, 23, 11, 18, 20, 18, and 14. Just absolutely incredible.
Well, and different types of run. You know, we've seen him be patient. We've seen him turn on the jets. We've seen him, you know, just get the first down. And all of it starts, it does. All of it starts with the guys up front, because they're getting multiple levels of blocking. And, you know, when you have gifted athletes like both of these teams do, when you can get, you know, a block at the line and then get to the linebacker and then get to the free safety, which is the last line of defense, that's what happens is you know, have runs of those type of numbers.
Well, unofficially, Audubon has 204 yards of total offense, 119 on the ground, and actually 190 on the ground and 13 in the air. Kiergaard is 2 of 3 passing for 13 yards. Kasperbauer is 1 catch for 12 yards and 7 carries, 119, 3 touchdowns. As we said, Kiergaard has 8 carries for 71 yards and a touchdown. Carson Wessel has 2 carries for 11 yards. And then they have a team loss of -10. And not much for Cam. I mean, Colin Bauer, 2 carries for 0 yards. Caden Winther, 3 carries for 1 yard. And Kaufman, -12, -24, -26. So they're going to have probably minus yardage in that first half. And through the air, Kaufman was 1 of 7 for 4 yards and 2 interceptions. I mean, there's just no offense there whatsoever for Cam. They haven't been able to generate anything, and Audubon has completely dominated from the get-go. And they lead it 44-0. We'll take a look at scores from around the area. That's all caught up on our Aiken Building Center halftime here on KSOM.
Need expert excavation work done right? Call Harrison Hoyt Excavation, your local pros in site prep, grading, and land work. From homes to driveways, landscaping to construction, we handle it all with safety, precision, and modern equipment. Storm damage? We're ready for emergency excavation when you need us most. Based right here in Atlantic, Iowa, we proudly serve our community and surrounding counties, on time and on budget. Call Harrison Hoyt Excavation today at 712-249-5137 or email harrison@hchexcavation.com for your free estimate.
What's your favorite thing to eat at the Wyoda Steakhouse? I love the certified Angus steaks and burgers. Wait, I'd like to change my answer to the pork tenderloin. No, the fried chicken. Okay, it's the all-you-can-eat fish on Friday night. But then there's that macaroni and cheese. Okay, the final answer is the mac and cheese. Sorry, Grandma, it's the best. So bring the family and bring your friends to a tradition of great eating at the Wyoda Steakhouse. Open 5 to 10 Tuesday through Saturday. Or give them a carryout call at 712-783-9232.
When it comes to your investments, I know you have a choice. Hi, I'm Mark Smith, a certified financial planner and registered investment advisor with Principal Financial Group. Today I want to say thank you, Southwest Iowa. Thank you for allowing me the opportunity to serve the community for 39 years. Over the years, you've given me the opportunity to get to know you and your family. Thank you for your trust, your confidence, and most of all, your relationship. If I can help you with your financial plan, please give me a call at 712-243.
C-Pro scoreboard. Let's get some other scores. And it will be Cam will get the ball first to start the second half. Atlantic at halftime leading Storm Lake 27-14. That's on KS95. Sergeant Bluff Luton has beaten Glenwood 14-10. OABCIG leading Kemper 16-14 at half. Lewis Central leading Carroll 14-13 at half. Harlan on top of Denison Sleswig 14-0 at the half. Trainer leading Mo Valley 14-7 in the second. That's closer than what I thought.
Yeah.
Clarinda over Sheridan 19-0 at halftime. Riverside leads Southwest Valley 24-6 in the second. HSTW all over Nottoway Valley 43-0 in the second quarter. Mount Air on top of ACGC 22-21 in the second quarter. Underwood leads Tri-Center 33-7 at half. It's DMC on top of Creston 17-14 in the second. Fremont Mills leads Waco 34-13 in the second quarter. Voigt kicks it out of the end zone for a touchback. Woodbine 46, Stanton Essex nothing in the second. Coon Rapids Bayard leading Griswold 41-0 early in the first. And East Mills has already beaten Sydney 42-16.
That game's already done?
Yeah. I don't know. Maybe they got rains on the way or storms, and they wanted to get it early. Camel start at their own 15-yard line. On the C-Pro score, it's all Audubon, 44-0. Can the Cougars turn some things around? It's running clock, by the way, the entire second half, and we have a flag. And that's not the way Nick Coppin wanted to start.
Flag on the play.
Or did Audubon line up offsides? Audubon's moving downfield. No, it's a procedure on Cam. Back them up to their own 10.
False start on the offense.
Next week will be
5-yard penalty.
in Exira, which I love their football stadium as well. It's high on the hill. We'll be on the hill. And even Steven matchup, I think. Griswold and Exira HK. That'll be next week here on KSOM. First down and 10 for the Cougars, or first down and 15, I should say, from their own 10-yard line. Kaufman, and a little pitch to the far side of McCann. McCann trying to get some room outside. He does get something, but Audubon, again, good pursuit. He doesn't get outside a lot.
But he got 5. I mean...
Yeah, well, he didn't. Did he get quite back to the line of scrimmage? Yeah, they're going to mark him. Gain of 5. Well, they want Colin McCann in there because of his speed. He has the ability to break and go the distance. But I'm still shocked that Colin Bauer he's only got 2 carries in this game.
But when they brought the big cat in, they do such a good job. I mean, you got
second and 10, play action.
Kaufman
back to pass, and he's sacked back at the 5.
So
they play action. They just ignored it.
Well, and that basically, Bauer is going like he's going right down the field and then just rolls out. And in 3 seconds, Kaufman can't even get that ball to get. They're trying to get Bauer out in space, which that's obviously, but Kaufman has no time.
He's got nothing. He cannot step and throw. And it's third down and a mile. Third down and about 20. And they give it to McCann up the middle, and he is swarmed under by Audubon. And he got nothing. And they're going to have to punt from their own end zone. This is all on that line of scrimmage. You cannot blame Coppin because he's running for his life every time he goes back to pass, and those guys in the white jerseys are chasing him everywhere, and you cannot identify receivers like that. And so Winter will punt from the back of the end zone. The ball takes a skip, and he gets it away. It's a low-line drive kick, and it's fielded by the Wheelers, by one of the up men. Was that Christensen? Yes, it was. Yeah. Christensen, and he just fell down right at the 25-yard line. 20-yard line. They're pretty much starting in the Hoist Distributing red zone.
Slips down about the 20-yard line.
So the field position, which the second quarter was all Audubon. 3 touchdowns by Casper Bauer in the second quarter. Remember, there was also the pick 6 by Casper Bauer. No, that was Kiergaard. Casper Bauer does have an interception. Kiergaard has the pick 6. And Wessel in at quarterback. And he's going to run it to the far side. And slashes, and from behind, Winter wraps him up. Wessel is brought down after a gain of 5.
Tackled by Brenton Hoover and Carson McKee.
Really good job, honestly, by the Cougars there, just not giving a crease. You know, Wetzel, all three, everybody that handles the ball has great vision, and a good job there of just keeping those seams non-existent.
Second down and 5 for Audubon in the Hoist Distributing red zone at the 15-yard line of Cam. Carson Wessel in the backfield, looking to run again. He squeezed his way between the tackles and then dives close to another first down. He's going to be a yard short, gain of 4.
Wessel keeps it. Gets tackled by Jason.
It's running clock, so we're going to be out of here a little bit earlier. Mom, I'm coming home early tonight.
Speaking of your mom, happy birthday
to my mom. Yeah,
yes.
Thank you. You've been looking at my Facebook page.
Yeah, I did see your Facebook page.
Yes. Yeah, she doesn't like birthdays. She's like me. We don't like birthdays. 3rd and 1. Wessel. Oh, big hole. And he just waltzes through into the end zone for the touchdown. 11-yard touchdown run for Carson Wessel.
Once again, really good vision. That play's supposed to go to the left off the guard, and he sees that crease because the center moves up to the linebacker. Once the guard gets the occupation of the nose guard, and just...
Are we going to be in the dome watching this team play?
If they stay healthy. I was telling Plagman at halftime, I remember the Audubon team that lost to the Cougars in the finals in 21. Okay?
Mm-hmm.
This defense for sure of the Wheelers, as I see him, is better than that team that got runner-up.
Kiergaard throws it into the end zone for the 2-point conversion. It's caught by Weber. It wasn't the prettiest. It was an ugly duckling. It was a Billy Kilmer special, but it worked. 7:14 to go in the third quarter. 52-0. Audubon on the C-Pro scoreboard. Back after this on KSOM.
From start to finish, let Aiken Design Center help you with your kitchen or bathroom ideas. For new designs or remodels, Aiken Design Center will work with you or your contractor to make your dream a reality. If you're not sure what you want, stop into our showroom so our custom designers can help you find what will suit your needs as well as your budget. The Aiken Design Center staff is committed to quality design while meeting your needs. Stop into Aiken today to find out how we can help.
Summertime is savings time at Emerald Chevrolet in Audubon, formerly Christensen Motors. Come see our largest new Chevrolet inventory in years, with interest rates as low as 0% and rebates up to $4,250. Nearly 100 pre-owned vehicles available starting at just $6,488. Easy credit approval for all credit types, from excellent to first-time buyers. Visit emeraldchevrolet.com to view our inventory or swing by for a test drive. Emerald Chevrolet in Audubon. No bull here, just great deals and friendly faces.
Has certainly gotten his kicking practice in on the kickoffs. This one hops at the 5, and it's going to go in for the touchback.
Voigt's kick.
Well, Carson McKee might have misplayed that one a little bit. You got to feel those kicks. But he got lucky. I'd say he got a little lucky, but I think he was trying. He was hoping that ball was going to go in the end zone, and it almost died at the 1.
Yeah, and that's the thing is with this moisture and stuff, it's a great fall night for sure, and that ball just does sometimes die when they're knuckleballs like they are.
So first down and 10 for Cam at their own 15-yard line. Left to right on your radio dial. And direct snap coming near his side is Coppin. He's just going to keep it. He tumbles across the 20 down to about the 23. That's their best gainer of the night, a gain of 8.
Yeah, really good job by Kaufman.
And number 52.
Quarterback run the whole way there and just getting positive yards. First time, that's probably the longest run play that they've had.
It's their longest play. But there is some backups in there for Audubon. Chase Buck is in there, and nose tackle Sorensen's not in there. Hocker is in there on one DN, but I think Weber kind of got most of the playing time. And it's second down and 2 for the Cougars. And direct snap. And up the middle, was that Bauer? I think that was Bauer.
Kaufman keeps it.
No, it is Kaufman, and he doesn't quite get there. He only gets 1. Wessel is still in there, so they still got some starters.
Yeah, but Wetzel doesn't start on defense.
Wessel technically is not a starter. Yeah, he doesn't start on offense or defense. He's only just their best player. I don't know who is their best player. Tonight is Casper Bauer.
Well, they just have a team. They have a lot of really good players.
Yeah, they have third down and 1, and they carries it up the middle, and again it's Coppin, and he'll have the veteran equipment first down. It'll be a gain of about 3.
Kaufman keeps it up the middle. It's good for a Cougar first down.
Clock down to 5:25 and moving. It's running clock here in Anita, 52-0 Audubon on the C-Pro scoreboard. First down and 10 for Cam at their own 27-yard line. Cohen McCann got spun around. He dives to about the 30. And it's a gain of 3.
McCann on the handoff. Gets tackled by Hawker.
Really enjoy, even with the score what it is, the left side line there just completely blew Audubon off the line of scrimmage, and it's good to see when they're playing that hard at this point in the game.
Well, Ty Bolin is also in there, a defensive end, and the handoff and nowhere to go that time. Even the backups for Audubon making a stop as Calhoun gets the carry, and he is dropped for a loss of 1.
Yeah, trying to do a trap play there, and that's the thing is even the next line, defensive line, if you pull, they're so quick, they're following that pulling guard, and then they blow things up. Because everybody's sound, they're like, well, if the guard is pulling, that's where the play's going, and I'm just going to follow him right to the running back.
Third down and 9 for Cam at their own 29-yard line. Coppin back to pass. He hasn't had time. He scrambles to the inner side. He pumps. He throws. It's overthrown. Intended for McCann.
Kaufman's pass to McCann.
And it's fourth down.
It'll be a 4th and 9.
And looks like they're going to send in the punting unit. Well, another challenge for Audubon next week. We'll see what Fremont Mills can do with this Audubon team. But they have injury problems. Jonathan Ekpai is out for a significant time, I've heard, for the Knights. And he's their starting tailback, so they've had to probably move Lincoln Hocker to that tailback spot. Winter, a low-line drive kick. It'll hobble the 31, gets away from Nowatzki, and he falls on it inside the 20 at about the 18-yard line. That is a 33-yard punt and no return.
Nowatzki jumps on the ball.
Yeah, even on that, Nowatzki couldn't get to it, but he falls on it because he realizes when you let the punt go, it's like a sack. I mean, you don't. First down is first down, but when you lose 10 to 15 yards, when you don't catch a punt, it's a big deal.
Cam takes a timeout. 2:31 to go in the third quarter. 52-0. Audubon on the C-Pro scoreboard. Back in a minute on KSOM.
Need help with bookkeeping and payroll?
From start to finish, let Aiken Design Center help you with your kitchen or bathroom ideas. For new designs or remodels, Aiken Design Center will work with you or your contractor to make your dream a reality. If you're not sure what you want, stop into our showroom so our custom designers can help you find what will suit your needs as well as your budget. The Aiken Design Center staff is committed to quality design while meeting your needs. Stop into Aiken today to find out how we can help.
Summertime is savings time.
At Griffin CPA, we're excited to offer you personalized accounting and tax services tailored just for you. This is Brady Griffin. Whether you're an individual or a business, we're here to make your financial life easier. We are currently accepting new clients and would love to show you the difference at Griffin CPA. Contact us today for your free consultation. Call us at 712-563-2040, Griffin CPA in Audubon, where your financial success is our top priority.
Football on KSOM.
First down and 10 for Audubon at their own 18-yard line. And a handoff going to the far side, and a new back is in there, and that's Brody Otten. And Otten rumbles to the far side, and he picks up a Veteran Equipment first down on a gain of 10.
He was tackled by number 32, Mason Calhoun.
Another young man that is lower to the ground, not quite as wide, but still the same thing. The vision,
It'll be a first and 10 from the 29-yard line.
the coaching of the running backs and the quarterbacks with their vision is really off the charts.
First down and 10 for Audubon at their own 28-yard line. Otten runs it to the near side, and he drags a tackler to about the 45-yard line. And that is, or 35-yard line, excuse me.
Otten on the carry again.
I'm thinking 11-man football.
Yeah.
It's a gain of 6.
At least you didn't say the 50.
I did on, I think, on Bauer's kickoff return. On Bauer's kickoff return against Fremont Mills, I said the 50. We go back and forth. Otten the carry to the far side. Otten's going down the sidelines to the 40 and not. See, I screwed up again. Inside the 30. And they're going to mark it at about the 29-yard line. So that's a gain of 16. A Veteran Equipment first down. See, I mean, when you're doing 11-man last week and now 8-man this week, we got 8-man again next week.
And then we go back to 11-man.
Yeah, and then we're going to Harlan. See what they can do with the Panthers or the Creston, who they lost to last year. Well, maybe they'll beat Denison Schleswig tonight. Otten this time breaks a tackle the backfield. He falls forward, and he got some yards, but nice play by Cam that time by Seth Williams, who was a starter as a freshman. And they're really high on this kid and what he can do. He doesn't play really on offense at all. Otten loses a yard there.
Yeah, really good job by Williams. They're just doing a really good job of keeping that outside contained.
The one thing about both these teams is they have a lot of young talent. I mean, it's not just seniors out there.
Yep.
I mean, that's the scary thing about Audubon is, they got a lot of guys coming back next year. Second down and 11. Otten again on the far side. Big hole. Breaks it to the outside. Otten inside the 20. Down to about the 16. That's a gain of 14 yards. And a Veteran Equipment first down and in the Hoist Distributing red zone.
Riley Becker.
Once again, the linemen for Audubon,
It'll be a first and 10 from the 14.
they don't just stop at 5 yards. They go each level. I'm going to get somebody at the line. I'm going to go linebacker, then I'm going to go to safety.
First down and 10 with the 14. Otten between the tackles, and they wrap him up at the 10. And was that McCann? Cohen McCann wraps him up and brings him down right at the 10-yard line for a gain of 4.
That's a really good tackle by McCann there, open field tackle.
And that's going to be the end of the third quarter. Your score on the C-Pro scoreboard, 52-0 Audubon. Back after this here on KSOM.
This is Courtney.
And this is Liz at Heritage Insurance in Audubon. We want to help save you money.
Got your attention now?
As independent insurance agents, let Heritage Insurance help you save money on all types of insurance. This is Stuart. Whether it's home, auto, farm, business, life, health, or any other type that you may be looking for, your Heritage Insurance agents are here for you. Stop by the office in Audubon to talk to me, Courtney, or Liz today.
Heritage Insurance, helping you save money on insurance.
It's harvest time in Southwest Iowa, and Vetter Equipment, your local Case IH dealer in Audubon, wishes you a safe and prosperous season. Please be careful on the roads and in the fields, and if breakdowns happen, we've got your back. Our top quality service technicians and genuine Case IH parts, plus remanufactured options, will get you up and running again in no time. Stay safe out there. From all of us at Vetter Equipment in Audubon.
We invite you to make your favorite spot to gather. That's at 312 Broadway in Audubon. Visit audubonbakery.com.
This is high school football on KSOM.
All right, Audubon on the move again. They're in the Hoist Distributing red zone, and it's 2nd down and 6 from the 10-yard line. 52-0 on the C-Pro score. Wow. I mean, I just didn't see it like this. I mean, I saw Audubon as a very good team. I thought Cam would give them a tussle, but it's not to be tonight. Otten again the carry, and he is dropped inside the 10, dives to about the 7, gain of 3.
Otten with the handoff. Tackle by number 42.
Do you know about this rivalry? Have you seen a one-sided affair in this football game like this?
Not for quite a while.
Like I said, folks, Audubon is that good. They are an 8-man championship contender. Otten slips, and he dives, and he gets...
Fumble on the play.
Actually, he lost the ball, but he got back on it and actually gains a yard. And it'll be 4th down for Audubon at the 6-yard line. They need 3. In the Hoist Distributing red zone. Running clock here in Anita at the 11-minute mark of the 4th quarter. 52-0 Audubon on the C-Pro score. And it's 4th down and 3. They're going for it. Wessel, he's going to keep it. Runs into his own guy. Dives to the goal line. Touchdown. Wessel from 6.
Carson Wessel.
And that's his second touchdown
for
of the game.
Wheeler touchdown.
It's absolutely incredible that you have Carson Wessel as your backup quarterback, and he was last year, your starter, and Aiden Kiergaard is beating him out. But I don't know. I mean, are they going to continue to? It's going to be interesting to see if they're challenged. What Sean Burks decides to do. If somebody steps up and gives them a game, what is it going to be? Is it going to be Kiergaard? Going to be Wessel? I mean, they are going to be. Can they design some plays where they can get creative?
I think it's both because you keep them fresh. I mean, the biggest thing, and we saw it some tonight.
Wessel back to pass for 2, and it's converted.
With Wessel being a little bit taller, that's a hard thing for the center when you have shotgun snaps all the time.
60-0 Audubon on the C-Pro scoreboard. 10:48 to play in the ball game. Back after this on KSOM.
Challenge. It's not something you shy from. It's a chance to up your game. Every day brings a new challenge. But with the enhanced Channel Seed brand on your side, you can rise to it. With our top-performing seed, innovative digital tools, and expanded agronomic support, you can turn tomorrow's challenges into your next advantage. Your enhanced Channel Seed brand. Let's rise to the challenge. Learn more at channel.com/rise. Read and follow pesticide label directions, IRM, grain marketing, and other stewardship practices.
Call McCade Morrison Seed, your Channel Seed dealer in Messina. 712-590-0074.
Remembering whether it's a home or away game, getting the right kid to the right playing field on the right day. Why are simple things sometimes so complicated? Thankfully, with auto owners, insurance doesn't have to be one of them. We work with independent agents who keep insurance simple so you can worry about more important things. Like not being that fan. Oh, come on, ref! That's simple human sense.
Call Community Insurance in Audubon today at 712-563-4422 or stop by at 422 Tracy Street in Audubon.
Nothing on the C-Pro score, and Audubon will kick it. Orm Voigt has certainly got his chances tonight. Ooh, that ball is spinning. It goes out of bounds. You see that football?
Yeah,
well, if you're on radio, you can't see that, but on our video, you can see it. It's north-south, and it's spinning.
Yeah, he kicked it on the side, and it's just spinning like the
nose
top
of the football is like a top.
Yeah.
Perfect explanation. That's why he's the best color man in the business, folks. Cam will have a first down at their own 25. And just an impressive display by Audubon here tonight. And now the Cougars, they don't want to get rid of the goose egg. And it's a handoff. I thought it was McCann. No, it's a different back in there this time. So I got to go deep on the roster, and that is Charlie Rouse, a freshman. And Charlie Rouse loses a yard.
It's tackled by number 76, Zwinga.
So it's second down and 11. And now they hand it off to the fullback, and that is Paxton Williams. And Williams is met at the line of scrimmage, and he falls for a gain of a couple.
It's tackled by Zwinga.
That'll be third down and 9 for Cam. I did not even see, I don't think Kaufman is in a quarterback either.
No.
North end of the field, please shut your lights off.
Winter is coming into the ball game. He's the punter, but it's too early to punt right now. And the quarterback is Colton Akers, a freshman. Third down and 9. And they take too much time.
Delay game.
Tonight's game is brought to you by Iowa Western Community College. Empowers learners, advances communities, and improves lives. And today's game is also brought to you by, and I lost my list. There it is, Community Insurance, Bakery on Broadway, Emerald Chevrolet, Griffin CPA, Global Precision Parts, Heritage Insurance, Nursing On Call, and Morrison Seed. Akers back to pass. He throws from the far side. It's tipped. It's almost intercepted. And it's incomplete. And it's fourth down and 14 for Cam.
Pass was incomplete.
Well, very frustrating night for the Cam football team. They had high hopes that they could come out here and give Audubon a game, but it did not work. Boy, Audubon has a ton of red on the opposite side, on the side of the berm or the hill or whatever you want to call it. Another flag is thrown. And they're going to move them back 5 yards. One of the you know what? I am not a happy man when it comes to college football games on Friday night.
No. Just
Iowa and Rutgers are tied 21-21 at the half.
Friday nights is for high school football.
Yeah, I mean, but it's all about television.
But there are plenty unbelievable high school football games that they could broadcast.
Well, they called offsides on Audubon, fourth down and 9, but Winter is anyway in there to punt.
Goodness.
The ball's over his head, but no, not quite over his head. He got rid of the ball. It's punted and then fielded by one of the upmen for Audubon right at the 30-yard line, and Winter is hurt. He was outside the pocket, so he's eligible to be hit that time. It was a bad snap. Winter was able to corral it, and on the run, he was able to punt it, but then he got drilled back inside the 10-yard line.
I think since he punted it and got the punt off without being touched, I'm pretty certain they're going to call a personal foul.
No, I don't see a flag anywhere.
Well, it's the pink one that you can't see.
Oh. Well, they're attending to that. We'll step aside. Injury timeout. 7:45 to go in the game. 60-0 Audubon on the C-Pro scoreboard. Back after this.
Remembering whether it's a home or away game, getting the right kid to the right playing field on the right day. Why are simple things sometimes so complicated? Thankfully, with auto owners, insurance doesn't have to be one of them. We work with independent agents who keep insurance simple so you can worry about more important things, like not being that fan.
Oh, come on, ref!
That's simple human sense.
Call Community Insurance in Audubon today at 712-563-4422 or stop by at 422 Tracy Street in Audubon.
Attention healthcare professionals. Are you tired of rigid schedules and juggling with your personal...
He became a runner in that case. He's still eligible to punt it, and he did. And but he was tackled, which is legal. So they threw a flag, but doesn't matter. Audubon will start at the Cam 31-yard line. And up the middle is Otten, now at quarterback, and they just run the Wildcat. He just leans forward and just keeps going, keeping his legs going. We have a flag thrown at the end of the play. Otten gets about 14 yards.
I think that pink flag just went 17 yards.
Yeah, there's flags all over. There's pink and there's yellow.
But he flung that sucker.
There might be a little green out there. There's a lot of fluorescence on the field. It's a dead ball unsportsmanlike on Audubon. And that's just, and it's on Cam. It's offsetting penalties. And so dead ball, it means nothing. I never understood that. Why even, I guess it's just to put it in the books. Why even blow the whistles then if you're going to call offsetting? I never understood that. But, it's still technically a penalty. It's still technically unsportsmanlike on those two players. But in reality, it doesn't mean anything. In the Hoist Distributing red zone for Audubon.
Did you see the line judge there just put his hands down and be like, all right, let's get out of this game healthy, fellas.
Yeah, it's 6:40 to go. Otten, he pounds it inside the 15 to about the 13, 12-yard line. It's a gain of 5.
Otten on the carry. Tackled by
at this point, Audubon, they've thrown 3 passes. They've only thrown 11 all year long. I thought if both teams could come into this game and stuff the run, then it could turn into a shootout from a passing standpoint, but Cam just has not been able to stop the tackle. Run. Yeah, good tackle by Cam on the far side on Otten that time.
Otten keeps it. Gets tackled by number 11.
Charlie
Rouse.
That's a great open field tackle.
Thank you, PA announcer, on that assist. And it's still a gain of 3. It'll be 3rd down and 2 from the 9.
3rd and 2 from the 9.
Clock continues to move. 5:42 to go in the game. On the C-Pro scoreboard, 60-0. Otten gets the carry, breaks a tackle, and it gets into the end zone for the touchdown. It's a 9-yard touchdown run by Otten.
Keeps it up the middle and runs it in for another Wheeler touchdown.
And Brody Otten runs hard. And Audubon adds to their lead. It is going to be hard to beat this football team this year. I don't know how good Bishop Garrigan is. They're the number 1 team. And now we got a false start called against Audubon on the 2-point conversion. You have Iowa Valley and Montezuma played a game last week, and I think it was like 100,000 to 90,000 or whatever it was. It was 87 to 60 something. It was a basketball game. And Iowa Valley has Nolan Kriegel as their quarterback and running back and everything. And he's just an incredible player. Montezuma has Brady Bolton, who's a good football player. These are 2 schools that I used to cover.
Yep.
Back on the other side of the state when I worked in Grinnell. So I'm a little bit familiar. But Iowa Valley has not been good in a long time. And they're ranked in the top 5. Bishop Garrigan is number 1. Woodbine looks to be good because they dismantled Fremont Mills last week. A bad snap, and they call another penalty on Audubon on the 2-point conversion. And now Audubon just simply says, no, they take a timeout. 5:32 to go in the football game. 66-0 back after this on KSOM.
Attention healthcare professionals. Are you tired of rigid schedules and juggling with your personal life with work? Work when you want at Nursing On Call. At Nursing On Call, Inc., you can decide when you work to achieve the work-life balance you've always dreamed of. We are a trusted temp staffing agency and are currently hiring CNAs starting at $24 per hour, LPNs starting at $40 per hour, and RNs starting at $50 per hour. Visit nursingoncall.com to learn more or call 712-563-3771.
Global Precision Parts in Audubon is now hiring machine operators, CNC setup operators, maintenance and quality technicians. Not only do they offer in-house training and competitive wages, but they also offer flexible work schedule, paid vacation after 90 days, 401k discretionary match up to 40%, 4-day work weeks, and a climate-controlled work environment. Call Global Precision Parts today at 712-563-2598 or go to gpp-inc.com to apply. Global Precision Parts is an equal opportunity employer.
Conversion fails on the pass from Otten. 5:32 to go in the game, 66-0. Audubon on the C-Pro scoreboard. Back in a minute on KSOM.
Enjoy a wide range of appetizers, wraps, sandwiches, and indulgent desserts. Perfect for sharing with family and friends. With a fun and friendly vibe, it's a perfect spot to catch the game, hang out, make lasting memories. From the first bite to the last sip. Touchdown Beer and Grill delivers the ultimate hangout experience. Come for the food, stay for the fun.
High school football on
At the 15-yard line.
Arm Voigt kicks it out of the end zone for the touchback. Do you know he told me that he actually played American football in Switzerland?
Really?
Yeah. He played on a football team. Now, they don't have high school sports like we have here, so it's more like
clubs.
club.
You're right, yeah.
More like club sports. Cam has a first down and 10, and they fumble the football, and Rouse fell right back on top of it.
If you have lights
I think
on
that's
in the
Kaiser Will now at quarterback.
Yeah, Kaiser Will fell on top of it. Future Cams, players. Once again, we send out our best wishes to Drew Barber and his recovery. Another fumbled snap, and then Will is hit as he tried to pick it back up, and they roll the play dead. And it's third down for Cam. It's going to be a loss of 3 yards. Could you imagine what it would be like to just live in Switzerland? I mean, do they have Walmarts in Switzerland?
I don't know. They yodel all the time. Is that all they do?
Yodelay-hoo.
Kaiser Will recovered it.
You know it's a one-sided game when we're yodeling.
It'll be a 3rd and 13.
The problem is I don't know who did it worse or better. It's probably both. It's a double worse.
It was double worse.
Double worse. Is that a term? Double worse. And the pitch to Rouse, and he's trying to get away, and he scampers to their near side, but he's brought down by the Wheelers. It's a tackle by Henkel. And it's going to be a gain of 1. And it's 4th down and 12 for Audubon with 3:35 to go.
Audubon is
The
deep
Swiss
in
have-
size. I mean, there's
Yes.
some big boys still out there, and it's third string.
And Ty Bolin, I think he's second string. I think they still got second string. Chase Buck is out there. He's in the middle. What's he listed at? He's listed as 275.
Yeah.
And the punt by Calhoun is a low-line driver, and it's going to be going out of bounds as Camden Kling was back deep.
Punt is out of bounds. About the 37-yard line.
Or King, I should say. Did I say Kling? There's a Kling on Tri-Center. And we are hitting 9 o'clock dead on here on KSOM, Audubon Atlantic, 96.5 FM, the best country music and the best in sports. Don't forget the scoreboard shows coming up at 10 o'clock. But we have 2:36 to go in this one. And Audubon, I don't know, I would just sit on it and run the clock out, but they'll probably run a play or two. Otten has gotten the majority of the carries here late. Otten's going to get another carry, and he's going to go to the far side of the field, and he'll get about 6 yards.
Otten keeps it. Tackle by
So,
11.
yeah, I don't know if anybody is going to be able to stop this football team. I mean, the way they've looked here tonight, it's going to be hard. And
the only thing, with the penalties, Audubon, the only team that can stop them is themselves.
Yeah. They had 3 holdings downfield. 2 touchdowns were taken off the board.
Right.
It didn't mean anything, though.
Yep.
Flag was thrown, and there's going to be another penalty called against Audubon. They lined up offsides twice. I think now they just lined up offsides again. And the kids, the bleachers have thinned out, so the kids have more room to run.
They're running. They're getting a workout in. They're doing their laps on the bleachers.
Second down and 11, and Otten just runs to the far side, and he gets close to midfield. He gets some of the yards back. He gets about 4.
Otten keeps it to the left.
And we're down to 1:15 to go. It's going to be interesting to see how it all shakes out as it goes on who's going to be in what pod for the playoffs. Will Woodbine is in this side of the state. Bishop Garrigan, Audubon, as I mentioned, Montezuma, Iowa Valley. These are some of the good teams. Don Bosco will be in contention there. Who else am I? I'm forgetting. I'm sure forgetting some other ones. Fremont Mills will be in the playoffs.
With Cam though beating Bedford, that was a huge win for Cam because of the pod stuff that could happen after the first win. That
Otten runs for 5. Well, the key for Cam going on right now is to get to the number 2 seed and beat everybody else in the district.
Right, yeah.
And so they're going to have, there's 20 seconds left and Audubon doesn't have to run another play. For Cam, they have to focus on themselves, riding the ship, forgetting about this one, and moving on, beating Arweva and all the other teams in the district and getting and finishing second place. That's the end of the ball game. Your final score here tonight in Anita is Audubon 66, Cam nothing. We're back after this here on KSOM. 2-minute timeout.
Stein delivers more new genetics faster. Our focus on delivering
Get more out of every acre with Hoist Distributing. We have precision planting for perfect rows, the best seed for strong starts, and premium fertilizer to fuel your yields. Fight pests and weeds with top quality chemicals. Everything you need to boost production and profits. From planting to harvest, Hoist Distributing is your partner in the field. Better tools, bigger harvests. Call Hoist Distributing in Audubon at 712-563-3030.
Make sure you're getting the best coverage for you at the most competitive rate. Hi, this is Nick Carnes with Brocker Carnes & Carnes. We are an independent insurance agency that offers coverage for your home, auto, life, farm, and everything in between. But mostly we are here to help. As an independent agency, we can shop around for the best rates and coverages from multiple companies. Stop by one of our offices or go to brockercarnes.com for a quote on your insurance. Let Brocker Carnes & Carnes help you get the best coverage at a competitive rate.
Cass Health
means you get an expert agent who's in it for the long haul. We'll get to know you and be there for you as your coverage needs change. I'm Craig Hummel at Hummel Insurance Services, and we work with Allstate Insurance. Let us help you choose the right amount of protection to meet your needs and see for yourself what it means to be in good hands. Call Hummel Insurance Services or stop in anytime.
Touchdown Beer and Griddle in Atlantic is your ultimate destination for great food, cold drinks, and an unbeatable atmosphere. Whether you're craving juicy burgers, mouth-watering tacos, or a crisp beer to wash it down, we got you covered. Enjoy a wide range of appetizers, wraps, sandwiches, and indulgent desserts. Perfect for sharing with family and friends. With a fun and friendly vibe, it's a perfect spot to catch the game, hang out, make lasting memories. From the first bite to the last sip. Touchdown Beer and Grill delivers the ultimate hangout experience. Come for the food, stay for the fun.
Stein delivers more new genetics faster. Our focus on delivering higher yielding genetics faster than the competition is why we have released more new Enlist E3 lines in the past 5 years than any other seed company. For elite genetics paired with simple, flexible, and effective weed control.
John Becker, Jack McKee along with you on our video camera tonight, powered by Nishtanet, technically awesome. Audubon was not just technically, they were physically, they were mentally, they were everything awesome, as it was a one-sided affair and a 66-0 victory over Cam. And, John, it was just an impressive performance by the Wheelers.
It was very, very impressive. And as good as all the points is great. I'd go back to the defense. Their defense completely is just so sound. Everybody that runs the ball has great vision. The
Coughlin had no time to throw. Every time he went back to pass.
And just the way they get off the ball and just attack. They're always on attack. They're not reacting, they're attacking. And the other thing for Cam, if you probably honestly sat down with Coach Kaufman and said, with the first 4 games that you have on your schedule, would you be okay with being 2-2? I think he'd take that with this team and how they are going to continue to evolve. And, they've played the 4 teams that they played, probably all are going to be in the first round playoffs in April. Yeah. And they're 2-2.
Yeah.
Coming through that.
Well, Bedford should win their district. They're going to be the favorites there.
Yep.
Fremont Mills should be able to come out of their district.
Coon Rapids Baird is a good team.
Right, and can play them to a shootout and beat them 46-40. So, it's, Cam has some work to do. There's no doubt about it. They got to but they've just seen one of the better teams in the entire state, and they know that between now and the playoffs, they got to finish their work in the rest of this district and take care of business here.
And get the 2 seed. Yep.
And then go from there. And then they're going to have to go on a road. They were road warriors last year when they went up to, Grettinger?
Well, you get the 2 seed, you'll host the 3.
Yeah, so you would host a 3. That's right. So if you get the 2, last year they had to go all the way up to Grettinger and then to Remsen.
Right.
So, this year, if they can get to the 2 seed, then they get a chance to host a game here in the first round of the playoffs. And that's what your goal is. For Audubon, you just got to go and just keep doing what you're doing.
Well, I think the biggest thing for Coach Burks is, how do you continue to keep this team with the chip? It worked the first 3-4 weeks. We have no respect. We weren't even in the top 16.
Penalties. Penalties.
No, absolutely.
You're just looking to continue to improve. You're looking to continue to find things, and you're just still continuing to try and tell the guys, hey, just keep going. Just keep. I don't think there's going to be any problem in motivating this team. They are motivating themselves. They are finding ways to get motivated.
And that's what makes great teams is how do we get, as a team, how do we each week get better? And, tell you what, very impressed by the Wheelers tonight.
It's scary if they do get better. 66-0. Next week we head to Exira as Exira HK battles Griswold. That's kind of an even game. It's anybody's ball game, and we'll be on the air with a kickoff at 7 o'clock. And Scotty report at 5, in the huddle 5:15, pregame 6:30, kickoff at 7. Don't forget the scoreboard show is coming up. We're leaving early here tonight because of the running clock, but we know that Cam will be good as the season wears on, and Audubon, there's no telling how far they will go this season. Want to thank Jack McKee doing a great job with us. For my broadcast partner, John Becker, this is Chris Varney signing off from Cam High School. Reminding you the final score here tonight, Audubon 66, Cam 0.